between Titania, or is that how you pronounce her name? Titania?
Yeah, Titania.
Yeah.
I keep wanting to call her Titania when I see her name.
I went to school with the Titania. That's the only reason why I can agree with you on that one.
You gave her a bad credit name. Good Lord.
I'm just like,
Man, welcome back, or welcome for the first time, like I always like to say. Man, we took last week off. I'm sure you guys noticed. If you didn't, I'm sad you didn't. But, we're back. New show. First of all, shout out to Megan. Hope you get to feeling better. Miles, make that money, man. And Rob, hopefully those wildfires in California will settle down. And you can get back to us, man, but take care of your business. So we have a great panel. Tash, how you doing tonight?
Doing good.
Great. Got that hair down?
I do.
Letting it flow. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Love it.
QP, what's going on, man?
I'm good.
Yeah?
Everything's good. Yeah.
How's your fantasy team doing so far?
Good. It's too early. It's still early,
You hesitated.
You gotta be patient with this. You can't freak out like some people do. I have patience. Yeah. I'm exercising.
All right. Mr. Jones.
Mighty fine. I'm doing all right.
Good man. J. Pat, welcome back.
Yeah,
welcome back, J. Pat.
Hey. What's going on?
Living a dream, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Living a dream. All right, we're going to kick this off with Game of Thrones. We had 2 weeks worth of episodes to catch up on. And it's picked up. I like it. It's the knight. Oh my gosh, why can't I remember his name right now? Sir.
He wasn't Corliss, but it was something with a C.
It was something with a C.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name right now. I'm terrible. But man, he went ham. And the fact that he lost it, and he snitched off top. He was snitching.
Yeah, that was kind of a bitch.
That was terrible. That was absolutely awful. Watching that, because my wife and I sat down and watched it. And when she was like, I need to ask you a question, she was like, yes, we did it. My wife's like, he didn't say anything. She did not ask what happened yet. And he just like, bleh.
Oh, you talking about that? I thought you meant that. That was his honor, man. He had to let his honor. He had to, I gave my oath.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking.
Well, okay. We'll pause that.
Go ahead.
The one before, whenever all that fellatio and all that went down in the brothel.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I lost it. I was like, oh my gosh, this is really going on. I couldn't believe, A, she was down with it, and B, the uncle was just like, yeah, I'm going to try to make a move on my niece. That was twisted.
Didn't he get a little bit? I mean, it looked like he was up in there a little bit.
No, he was complete Vaina at that point, man. He did not, no, he was freshman. He was totally freshman on that one.
He was dry humping or something. I thought he was something going on.
I'm sorry. I'm looking at Jay's face. He got the y'all need Jesus look on his face.
That's her uncle. That's her dad brother. That's not her play uncle. That's her uncle.
It's her uncle.
That's gross.
Oh yeah, them damn Targaryens, boy, they wilding out.
Yeah. And the thing is that her as an actress made a joke about it. She was like, that's what they did. It's Game of Thrones. It's what happened. But it was disturbing, very disturbing. But she was so ramped up, she left and then went back to the house and had her way with her Kingsguard. And then she had to drink tea. She had to drink that tea. That Plan B tea. It was the show is amazing. I hate the fact that they're going to change over actresses for her and the queen, the redhead queen. But man, this show is just it's twisted, but you want to watch it. I'm old enough to remember Dallas and Falcon Crest and all that stuff where it was really jacked up. And this is what it reminds me of, this old joint right now. It's terrible, and the wedding was awful because if you get married in King's Landing, something's bad's got to happen. It has to. So I don't know, man. Who's caught up on the last two?
I am.
I am. You can go ahead, Mike.
All right. I can say I agree with pretty much everything you said. I like both of them. It's Game of Thrones, so I don't expect a happy ending on any of it.
Nothing.
You can't expect anything good to really happen. If you do, it's not gonna happen long. It's the other shoe will drop, and it's gonna be bloody and it's gonna be horrible. But it's still, you enjoy it. I didn't have any problem with the knight just confessing. Like I said, that was his honor. He was, I took my oath. I took it serious. It's my cape. Then when she talked to her cousin, which to me, again, like Tash was saying earlier, it's bugging out because she's like, "Hello, cousin, we'll be married." No, what? No, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Y'all, okay. However y'all want to do it. But she knew he was gay. It was a lot.
Oh yeah. Oh man, that whole bag of damn it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's Game of Thrones, man. It's a lot. It's just gonna be a lot. If you watch the show, it's just gonna be what it's gonna be, and you just have to just take it all.
Yeah.
And but I like it. I'm enjoying the show. It's exactly what I expect it to be. The same people I said the first night are the same people I still like. The little princess Rhaenyra. Damon Targaryen and the brother.
She's grown on me. I
love
like
her since
as
the
a
beginning.
character now.
I liked her from the first episode. I loved her. She was just a cute little thing, and the way she carried herself was strong. But her uncle's still the bad. He makes a show for me. He 100% makes a show.
His name is Sir Kristen.
Sir Kristen Cole.
Sir Kristen. Yes.
Yeah,
he was. Oh man,
Damon Targaryen. Did he kill himself at the end?
No,
like he was about to. He was in front of that tree, like he was about to.
The queen stopped him.
Oh, did she?
That's gonna be her trump card. That's her trump. No,
yeah,
I'm not. I don't even like that word. Yeah, but she's gonna be her ace in the hole with that one. Yeah, Kristen Cole, and oh my gosh, I can't do that, man. It's crazy.
What's her? I'm sorry, that's her knight, Kristen Cole. Is that his name?
Yeah, that's the knight.
Man, get a hold of yourself, man. Like he's about to kill himself. He's snitching. Then he's beating people up, all because
beating him to death.
Listen, I'm gonna be I'm gonna be crass right now. Off of one nut, he's C-word struck as.
And I need you to act like you've been there before.
He probably ain't.
I mean, he might not have, but like, come on, bro, you gotta relax. Like, you done started all this stuff. You done started a couple times, so you beat the dude up. You beat him to death.
Put a hole literally in his head.
He knocked all that away. All that was gone.
I know they're going to do a time jump, but it's like, why did you do that, man? And then you're out there, you were going to kill yourself out in the canceled grounds. Like, if you're going to do that, just go somewhere else. All right, just go out somewhere else and die. And then
drama.
You can't even keep a secret. This is why nobody's going to be messing with you from this point, because you can't hold your water.
Exactly.
Act
you
like
you've been dry snitching all day.
All those people on there, that whole family is it's screwed up. But it is immensely interesting. I like the show.
Yeah.
And the story, you see where the conflict's going to be, and I'm all for it. I mean, that's Game of Thrones and everything, and it's a good show. It's better than that other other show on there.
Pops Targaryen is falling apart. What the hell's wrong with him, man?
He got dragon scale. He's sick. He got that.
Man, that ain't even what's killing him. It's his family.
Yeah,
every
his
week.
family
Some
stressing the
shit.
shit out of
But,
him. That's for sure.
they are damn sure accelerating the
Yeah,
shit. Like his wife, his daughter, his brother, who he kicks out every
yeah.
week, but he
Keep
coming
showing
back.
up
Every
to
5
the
years he
cookouts.
come back. Yeah,
He
And
shows up to the
yeah,
cookouts.
but
Fuck.
he lets him. He's like, all right, just let him in, man. Like
yeah,
it looked like he all right right now. Like,
He got.
but
yeah.
he,
He got potato salad. Come on
Yeah,
in.
Come on in, Damon. Nick, come on in.
man, yeah, it's
Yeah,
amazing. He just keeps coming back. It don't, and I know they still. I know Damon still, to a degree, cares what's going on with his brother, and it seems like vice versa. But um,
No, he can't. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
I say that because he wouldn't let the sea snake talk bad
no,
about his brother. Like he was dead serious. Like yo, like I say whatever I want about my brother, but you chill.
yeah, that's still my brother.
And
That's still exactly.
yeah,
He is like that.
like chill. Yeah, and it's just like he keeps coming back. Like
Yeah,
damn, I thought we were at war. He's like, yeah, we were. I'm all right now.
yeah,
Like I'm okay
yeah.
now. And
Yo.
he let him sit at the front table and everything. Like okay.
Yo. The king was like he had to stop his speech twice. Once for his brother and once for his wife. It's like, yo, when
King
wifey showed
Viserys.
up, yo, yeah, when wifey showed up and all that green, but when his brother showed up, it was a flex. His brother showed up as a flex. His wife was late.
He's the coolest mofo
You know?
on the show, though. The brother strode up in there.
Yo,
After killing his
yo,
wife.
he's
After killing his wife, he
yeah.
strode up in there. Who was pretty to
He
me?
is
He dissed her like she
he,
was horrible.
I mean,
yo,
I think we all knew she was going to be pretty. Like he was being dramatic.
yeah,
Also, every
yeah,
dude on there is dramatic. Sorry,
yeah.
like
That's true.
y'all, like chill out, like chill.
Yeah. Yo, the king is falling apart, yo. He ain't got but 8 fingers left.
It looked like his whole arm is about to
Yeah.
go
Yeah. But
soon, man.
each time warp, he's still there, though. Viserys is still hanging on.
Yeah.
I don't know how, but
he
yeah.
could pull it. He could pull a Queen. He could pull a Queen Elizabeth on us and just hang out forever.
And I read somewhere that Daemon is the Khaleesi from Game of Thrones. That's her great whatever grandfather. I thought she was Viserys, but she's
Man,
from
they
Daemon.
all related.
Yeah,
Everybody related.
yeah, that's all. They all family, but that's his granddaughter.
The family tree, the branches go in.
Oh yeah,
And
It's one
you
branch.
know,
It's one or two branches.
yeah, they don't go
Hell,
nowhere.
the hand was like, we can marry your daughter to your son, to Aegon. What? Wait a minute. The hand, you remember that? The hand suggested that in the episode before last, after they had him. No.
Yeah.
I'm glad he's gone. He was a cancer.
You got to keep an eye on him, man. Now you don't know where he at. Like I would have took him off his position, but like you stay here so
Keep
I
him
can
close.
see you. Yeah,
Keep him
like so I
close.
can see you,
Yeah.
like because like now he's gone. Now he's out there somewhere
Scheming.
plot.
Yo,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I was laughing at is whenever they went to the sea snake's place to hang out, and the king was like coughing and getting sick and all the rest of that stuff, and the hand finally got a drink, and then the king was like, "All right, I'm done. I'm gonna check out." And the hand just got his drink, and he was like sipping on it, and then it's like, "All right, I gotta go." And the hand was like, "I just got my drink." It's like, we gotta go now. I just got my wine.
Yeah, it's time to go.
He's gotta go. It's
Time.
that I found that funny because he was just like, I'm ready to sip my joint. So it's man, this show is just too twisted, and the kids growing up so fast. And Damon, when he walked up on the sea snake's daughter, he was like, "Do you know you're half as pretty as your brother?" It's like, bro, where you been?
He just be throwing shit
I
out
don't know,
there.
man. Yeah, literally.
He does
He
what
probably
he wants.
threw it somewhere. Yeah. He's King Flex, man. He's King Flex. I don't know. I'm interested. I'm sunk into it. I'm not going to turn away from it because it's like a car crash. It's like a train wreck.
Good show.
It's a good
It's a
show.
train
Like I
wreck
say,
with animals
there's
on it.
no happiness in it. You're not looking for that. Westeros is a horrible place. Fuck that. You know how they
Westeros is Terrible.
Yeah, you know they play them games. Which magical land would you like to grow to? Narnia or Star Wars? I would never pick Westeros. You ain't never sending my ass to Westeros. No.
Ever.
I don't know where I would go there. I grew up on the Narnia books and
Narnia and Westeros. I go to Narnia was better than Westeros though.
No,
Yeah.
100%. But like
Narnia ain't too safe.
Yeah, it's not.
Bro.
It's not.
I'll take Narnia first.
I don't know.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah,
I would.
Seriously?
Before Westeros, yeah.
But like the
Before
supernatural,
Westeros, hell yeah.
the supernatural stuff that's going on in Narnia, like the witch that doesn't really die, the giants, the wolves, the animals that are on the side of evil, they still out there. You get dragged
You can hide though.
You can get dragged into the woods by some tree nymph that's on the wrong side, and they'll never see you again.
Narnia, you can pop up on a boat out of nowhere. Anything can happen in Narnia. I'm with what they're saying.
But at least at least in Narnia, you're safe from your uncles.
Yeah, ain't no incest. I give you that.
He said something.
Yeah.
But I still pick Westeros. I'm not going. Narnia. I'm not going to Westeros for any reason ever.
No,
I'm gonna go to Star Wars.
Westeros exit 75. I'm going past it. I'm not going close.
So Westeros or Middle Earth?
Middle Earth is just bad. Middle Earth is worse.
Yeah, Middle Earth is like.
Yo, for real.
Middle Earth is terrible.
Middle Earth has no dragons.
Yes,
Middle Earth has one dragon. Dragon.
Smog?
And where?
Smog would kill every dragon in Westeros.
Bull. I call bull.
Smog is a monster.
Smog is a monster, and he's intelligent. Spawning.
The dragons of Westeros are just like animals.
Big pets. They're like big horses that breathe fire. Yeah. And Smog is smart and conniving, and he wanted that goal for himself. Smog, yeah. He's solving riddles. He's a force to reckon with.
But he want those. Listen, he wanted his money. And he ain't trying to mess with y'all.
But what do you want the money for? To lay on? Was it comfortable? I mean, what's he going to do with it?
That's why dragons like gold.
The thing is that in every Lord of the Rings, you never saw any dragons. They weren't flying around like blowing people up. If I was a hobbit, I'd hang out in the damn, Shire, dude.
Yeah, there was a whole bunch of other stuff to kill you in.
Yeah,
but they never got any smoke in the Shire.
But I don't like. To me, you're asking how you want to die. So in Westeros, you're going to die because of politics, all right? And the other two is going to be some
fancy
that
creatures
you ain't prepared for, right?
See, I feel better with that chance, though. I feel better with put my skills against this damn talking
Star
tree.
Wars is your best bet. At least you might be able.
Why are you going to Star Wars?
You might be able to get the Force.
You got to do a Star Wars comparison. Yeah. Now one more. Would you go to Neverland or
Michael Jackson? Neverland.
Neverland, you're gonna die as soon as you turn into an adult.
But you don't grow old there. To me, that's like summer camp. Like you're in that tree and you can fly, right? You fight. I think you're safer there out of everyone. You don't age.
All the Lost Boys stay the same age. Okay. Pan only aged he left.
Mm-hmm. Like I want to go to the Neverland I saw in Hook. I'll chill there. I'm good with that.
Neverland.
They didn't have any food though. It was imaginary food.
Yeah, you can't run out,
bro.
I'm sure we're forgetting about another mystical land, but those are. I think it would be Neverland. It would be Narnia, Middle Earth,
Westeros. That's the last one.
It's not on the list.
Yeah, they're low level. They're low level. Westeros is low level, like you said a few weeks ago.
What about Hyberian? The Hyberian age.
It's all that same medieval type deal. It's my skill for skill. But you're going to get killed that quick, too. You're definitely going to get killed.
Yeah. Conan, you get marked off nothing.
He fighting everybody. He ain't just fighting. He fighting a dragon with a sword by itself. Just y'all sit back. No armor. Just him in a fucking loincloth. It's over.
Yeah. He 3/4 butt ass naked fighting the dragon.
A sword and a battle axe. Like what?
Right.
And he might win. Shit. Now, just off his stroke, I'm Conan.
That's that Crom strength.
You know?
Oh man.
Right, Tash?
Tash done fell asleep on.
Sure.
Yeah, we done left her ass out.
I'm just sorry.
We're sorry, ma'am.
Nope,
Please
that's
forgive
all
us.
right. Look,
Ding me when we hit the anime section.
go right ahead.
Please.
Over there, nod.
Here they go.
All right.
I'm trying to keep Sally from making so much noise.
Sally wanted to be in the conversation. Shit, she picked Middle Earth. She was ready.
She's like,
Magic word.
Now she is in Narnia. She might be.
She probably Narnia. Magical cat.
She might have her own. She might have her own house.
Yeah.
Feeding you Turkish delight and Earl Grey tea.
Or what was the one show? The Magicians.
that was good. The first 3 seasons were good. The last couple were trash.
Yeah. You might have some vindictive god feed you a cup of nut.
God damn. Wait a minute. What show is this?
The Magicians.
What? I missed that one. Shit. That was an option? Wait, I missed the whole season, apparently.
So
I didn't ever.
So she had the girl had to be imbibed with the magical god's power. So to do it,
I remember
he
that.
gave her a giant like what was it, like a mayonnaise jar full of nut, and she had to drink the whole thing. She had to down it.
God.
Jesus Christ.
And she did it too.
I never watched this show, but I think I'm gonna have to now. I think I'm gonna have to watch this show now.
Oh, okay. So I got one. I got one more mystical land.
He went Legend of the Overfiend, the motherfucker. That's exactly what he did. He went Legend of the Overfiend.
Yo,
my power.
It caught me completely. It catches you completely off guard when you're watching it because the show's not really like it doesn't do that until that point. Then you're like, whoa, they're on some other stuff.
Is Tasha's face
gives
right?
a big
That's I'm laughing so much.
Listen, I got 2 more mystical lands. Wonderland. Wonderland, Oz.
Well, Oz is
what was the other one I just saw? I just saw it. I'll put the map on. Wonderland, Oz, or Fantasia.
Oof.
Barrino? Fantasia Barrino?
Yes.
Just kidding.
Fantasia, like Mickey Mouse Fantasia?
Like the Never-Ending Story Fantasia.
Oh, that's where I'm going.
Oh no!
So is it when the darkness is there, or after all the imagination is there? The imagination.
Well, see, I wouldn't go to any of these places where some ultimate evil is looming.
Well, that's all of them. They all got something around the corner. That's the whole point.
Not Neverland. Your worst problem is a pirate who you can fly away from.
Yeah, but he was relentless. He stayed on their ass. He wasn't like they left him. He never came back. Hook was always there.
Ain't nothing different between Neverland and West Philadelphia. West Philadelphia is probably more dangerous than Neverland.
At least you can fly in Neverland.
Yeah.
In West Philly, all you got is a train.
Like they got muskets in Wonderland. Like it might be something a little more sophisticated. They on 52nd Street. I love West Philadelphia.
He said you ain't gonna be facing off with no musket.
Bow! Give me a second. Let me realize.
I love Philly, but you know how it is.
Oh, Philly is like it's like the Wild West right now. That's why I ain't been back to visit. Every time I turn around, I see another murder thing on Facebook. Like,
hey man,
something else got slaughtered in Philly.
Hey, Asheville's I live about 20 miles outside of Asheville, and Asheville's murder rate has gone up. You will get jacked if you just sitting there being stupid.
Yeah, it's everywhere, bro.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
I don't even watch the news really anymore, man.
They call my town. They call my town Vietnam. Trust me, I get it.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Pop, 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 pop. You know all those gunshots you hear in music? It's recorded live in North Carolina. Yeah. Right there.
They lead off the news with that. Like, that's how you want to start your morning. I'm like, no thanks, man. Like, don't watch the news really anymore.
Oh, man.
What were we talking about?
I have no idea. give me a
Game of Thrones.
Okay, that's what we were talking. Okay, because shit, we went on that one.
But that's okay though. That's okay. Yeah.
I can't believe you guys haven't watched The Magicians. That shit was good, except for like Lou said, the last couple seasons were a little. But those first
they
three,
were
Is that one of
bit
the
of
sci-fi
ass.
shows?
it was on Sci-Fi for a minute.
It was on Sci-Fi.
Sci-Fi had some good
It
shit.
was.
Eureka, Warehouse 13 was pretty good.
Yes.
Sci-Fi had some good
Eureka was golden.
It
Nobody
was.
ever
I loved
watched
Eureka.
it, though.
Shit, I did. I loved
was my
every
show.
episode of Eureka. Warehouse 13 was great too. I like
That
both
was
of
a good
those.
show.
Mhm.
Yeah. The librarians kind
I love
of take on that Warehouse 13 vibe.
Yeah, the librarians was a little bit too much.
It was a little cornier than Warehouse 13.
Yeah, corny. Yeah, it was a lot of corny, in my opinion. All right, we're gonna kind of skim over Lord of the Rings because of the fact that it's really, really slow.
No, Lou, don't skip over it.
I'm not gonna skip. I'm gonna skim.
Okay, let me say this, okay, because I always want to help. If you're having trouble sleeping, like
You sounded kind of faded, Q.
Yeah,
your mic's low.
Yeah.
Hold
Yeah.
on. If you
There you go.
is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If you're having trouble sleeping, please put this show on because it will do the trick. Okay, like it just will. And like I don't even know if the show is good or bad, but it puts me to sleep. All right, that's all I got to say.
That's good.
He signed out too. You like this?
Yeah.
This is,
I'm back. I'm going back to my sandwich.
This is a message
That's
from
what I'm
Q,
doing.
and I'm out. Shit.
It's not bad. I like it. It's character building, but it's really slow at the current state.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah,
It's just a little slow.
yeah. It's telling a lot of good stories right now, but I think that's going to kick up a notch because of the Black Elf.
Mm-hmm.
The Bluff.
I don't know his name. Yeah, I don't know his name, but his story's picking up. The Harfoot story's picking up, and I think it's gonna be great.
Black Elf's name is Anthony.
I thought it was Jamal.
Look at this. Look at this.
Like Malik.
His name is Anthony. His name is Anthony Jones.
Damn Joneses.
Anthony Malik Jones.
That's it.
Look at this. No, it's a great show though. I like it. I enjoy it. But it's slow. It's like any Lord of the Rings is slow. You know, it's just slow. That's why every Lord of the Rings movie was filmed in like the director's cut. It's like 4.5 hours.
That's too long.
Slow.
That's really long.
Yeah. Mike Jones is like 2 hours and 2 minutes. Oh, no, I'm done.
Shit, I was younger then. I can watch it now. Yeah.
Not now.
But the Lord of the Rings movies are better than the Hobbit movies. The Lord of the Rings was actually pretty good. The Hobbit 3 movies.
I love those.
You know.
Yeah, Lord of the Rings
tough.
is like those are really good movies. The Hobbit, it's okay.
It didn't need to be a trilogy. It could have been one movie.
It should have
Right,
been.
that's what I've heard.
It should have been one movie because it was only one book.
Right.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But we can't deny the fact that Rings of Power is beautiful.
It looks amazing.
Yo, it is.
It looks amazing.
It's beautiful. Yeah, it's absolutely.
You can see where their budget went for sure.
Exactly.
And
So
to
the
clarify,
rocks.
I'm not saying the show is bad. It's just maybe it's just so soothing and beautiful. It puts me to sleep. But like, if I watch this, it's got to be high noon, and I gotta I need to be caffeinated, because like
it's like the Studio Ghibli of fantasy.
Yeah, and I love those movies, but they calm me down and they put me to sleep too, and I love those movies. But the colors and the music and the soothing—that's not even a word. Soothiness. I'm making it a word. Like it's just like it just relaxes me, and
We'll make that a hashtag. Hashtag soothiness.
Soothiness. Yeah, girl, you got me feeling soothy. But it's Ghibli movie. It's kind of like that. That's actually a good comparison because. Like it looks great. Just haven't.
It's slow. It's a slow burn right now. I think it's gonna pick up. I hope it does because I'm really enjoying what's going on. Side note: my wife started watching Wheel of Time.
I can't watch that.
And
I won't watch it.
And we both agree that it's beautiful, but the character development is lacking because you instantly drop into action, and all of a sudden you're like, oh, you got to catch up, and everybody's backstory is just kind of like taken up and muddled everything up. So
read the books if you can.
No,
or do the. You like audiobooks? Do the audiobook.
Yeah,
give your ears a tip.
I may check it out. I may check it out
because they changed the story from the book so much that I refuse to watch it.
It's beautiful. It's well shot.
Yeah,
it's got some.
I saw it.
The thing is that she actually said that it's well shot, but in comparison to Lord of the Rings, the Rings of Power, and Game of Thrones, you put that in there, and it's like a distant fourth. It looks good, but it's not gonna, it's not great. So, all right, Lord of the Rings. We beat that dead horse. She-Hulk.
Hold on, real quick. Lord of the Rings. Let me say one thing about Lord of the Rings. One thing. Shit. What was I getting ready to say about Lord of the Rings? Okay. My only problem, I'm with y'all with it being kind of dry, but my main thing for me is I don't have anybody besides the elf, the brother, that I actually like. I don't like anybody on that show. I don't like the little badass kid. What's it, Poppy? I don't like her. I don't like the Queen Regent. There's nobody on that show. I'm really the elf is getting on my nerve because she too damn bossy. I'm like, shut your ass. Even somebody else's whole city, you talking shit. Shut the dwarf. Yeah. The dwarf is whining because his homeboy forgot about him in 20. Shit, ain't nobody on that show I like except for the brother elf. That's the only one.
Except for the brother elf.
That's it. I just don't like nobody. It's like, I want to like somebody.
Now that you mention that, I agree.
That's true.
I agree
too.
That's very true. Yeah, because like you said, the dwarf's a little bitch, and he's just whining. But yeah, we'll get back. Hopefully, it'll pick up, and we can check back in on it next week because it's supposed to pick up.
Mm-hmm.
It's supposed to pick up. Now, moving on to She-Hulk.
Oh, Lord.
Now, 2 weeks worth of She-Hulk. They showed the Daredevil helmet last week. And then they just went completely off the res with the following episode. Now, I like the show. Preface all of my statements with that. I like the show. I really like it. It's really entertaining to me. But people raising hell about the fact that they showed the Daredevil helmet and then they didn't do anything about it. It's like, how? Why are you so pissed? This is exactly what happens. They're going to show the helmet. They don't have to give it to you the next episode. Get over it. But like 78% of the internet and all the fanboys are pissed off because of the fact that we didn't get Daredevil next episode. Who cares? Who cares? I don't. You weren't promised that. Nothing in the post-credit scene said, I promise that you will get the Daredevil next episode. And yet your butt hurt. And it kind of tickles me because like these people get so bent out of shape because they're not getting what they want. You want to talk about entitlement? You're pulling the nerd entitlement card saying, I demand we get Daredevil the next episode. Nah, screw you. You get Titania, a wedding, and vagueness of somebody trying to get the blood from She-Hulk because she's in human form, hanging out, about to get that D at a wedding. I'm just so pissed off that people want Daredevil right now. You were never promised that. You were shown a helmet and you got your button to pinch because you saw the helmet and you didn't get what you wanted. I love the show. I like the way that it's going. I can't wait to see exactly what happens because all of those people that are raising hell right now can suck a big toe. So that's just me. She-Hulk, fire off.
She-Hulk really isn't anything to be mad about. It's just kind of like you can't have that much emotion over like a show that's real, just average. Like everything is like I can't be mad if it's not nothing to be mad about. It's just real lukewarm. Like I don't know. Like what is it like? Like
It's cotton candy,
Yeah,
man. It's like
yeah.
Nah.
It's not that.
it's not
You said it
fulfilling.
wasn't cotton candy.
It is no, not Miss Marvel. What I'm saying is it's nice, it's sweet, and all that stuff. It's not fulfilling.
The
It's
CG is
nothing
still
for me.
bad.
The
Yeah,
CG
Yes, it
is the
is.
CG is still ass. Yes,
I I
agreed.
I'd rather see Jim Henson's Muppet Studio do the special effects than
Yeah,
what is
you
being
and you
shown
know,
now.
I'm
Uh,
just realizing something. The show would be just as good if you never saw She-Hulk.
see, see, that's where it is for me because the actress
She's good.
is the bright chuck. Like I love
Yeah,
her. Like I think she's adorable. But like everything else, like it's shenanigans. Like it's nonsense. I'm not saying it as it's bad. I like this better than Moon Knight and Miss
yeah.
Marvel.
Oh,
I
all
feel
I
the
don't
day,
same.
hate
I
this
feel the
all
show.
same.
day.
Yeah, I don't
All
hate this
day.
show. Like, and please, like, don't don't get that confused. I don't hate this show at all. Like, I'm watching it and I look forward to watching it. But it is what it is.
Right.
Like, I'm getting annoyed by little stuff. Like, I didn't care about Daredevil. Daredevil show when he shows up. I ain't care about that.
Exactly.
I
Thank
got
you.
I got mad at the intelligentsia being like this super. I don't know why they just grab names that have some importance and they just throw them out there.
I bet
That's
you
that
they
much
have a
like
literal hat that they just pull stuff out of. Like, okay,
I don't know why they do that. Like it's and maybe that's what's bothering me because I don't understand the point.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't. And that's just the comic book source guy in me. Like it's just and it's not even upsetting. It's like why did they do that?
It's
Uh,
disrespectful.
I don't. I really just don't even see the point.
Right.
And that's the only thing. I like Daredevil show when he showed up. Like he's got a whole damn show coming. What are y'all mad about him not showing up for She-Hulk? He's got a whole damn season,
Exactly.
18 episodes. Like
Exactly.
relax, like relax.
Yo,
Um,
yeah.
but but Marvel's been doing this for a year and a half now. They give you these moments, and you know,
it
it's
worked. It
I don't
worked.
know why you're and it's still they're still doing it and they're good for these moments, but it's like the path to get there sometimes doesn't make sense to me. I don't hate the show. Like I'm gonna say that again. I don't hate the show. I love the actress, but it's just it is what it is. Like for me, and it's a good show. It's not great.
It's definitely better than Moon
Nothing.
Knight and Miss Marvel, like you
Yeah,
I mean,
said.
definitely,
by
it's better
far.
than all that. I don't
Even,
have a problem with any of that. That the Daredevil, whatever. My only issue is not even the show. Is I think people just want to hate this show for whatever
They
reason it
do.
is. They'll find the people hating about Daredevil. Why are you still watching the show? You've been hating since the first episode. Why are you still here? If you don't like it, then just stop. You're watching it just to hate it at this point.
Exactly.
They're looking for any reason to hate it. Just move on. If it ain't for you, go
Yeah.
hate somewhere else. You know, there's
Quit being a Karen.
yeah,
Quit
exactly.
Karening up my show.
Yeah, that's my only thing. The show is what it is. It's like y'all, but everything y'all saying is true. It's what you would expect if you ever read any She-Hulk comics. It's nothing spectacular, but it's nothing bad either. It's just right there. You know, I have no qualms with the show. There's nothing I can say it needs to do to pick up. This is the fan, but the fans been annoying me for a while and a lot of stuff. Just
A lot of cause yeah, a lot of stuff.
so they just want to.
They
hate
have
everything.
keyboards.
Yeah, and they just want to hate everything.
Mm-hmm.
So
I agree. I don't see why they get mad over anything. It's like an entitlement type of thing. If you showed us Daredevil's helmet, immediately you should show us Daredevil. That's the whole thing. I watched a YouTube, Facebook Live joint from this cat, and he was just going in on it. Like, how dare you show us the helmet but not show us Daredevil next? It's like, dude, why? Just because just to put it, let me put a frame of reference on this. Just because you go out on a date, not saying this is all true, but just because you go out on a date with a female and you pay for the dinner, should you get quote unquote lucky?
hell yeah.
Sit your happy ass
Hell,
down.
look at Tasha. Hell yeah.
Sit down. Sit
Damn right.
down.
give me them cheeks.
Where am I dropping your ass off at?
What's the number to Uber again?
Yeah, Uber.
Listen.
Shit, I'll see you later.
He dropping her off on a corner, 7-Eleven.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? All jokes aside, just saying is that the fact that you expect something to happen doesn't mean it should happen. Get the fuck over it, man. You're a fan. Yeah. You're a fan, just like everybody else. You're a fan. Get the hell over it. Period. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. Get used to it. You're an adult. You can adjust. You get disappointed. Every morning you wake up and you deal with your life. You're going to deal with disappointment. Period. That's it.
Not if you didn't have them cheeks the night before, you wouldn't be disappointed.
That's it.
Yeah.
Gotta get him the cheddar biscuits. Right? They get it.
No. Listen. No, as a frame of reference, old boy woke up after sleeping with She-Hulk and old girl was there. He was disappointed as hell. He got them cheeks anyway.
He got catfish though.
No, he didn't.
That was definitely.
I can see both arguments. He definitely
catfish.
She was public by then.
No,
she was who she was, but she wasn't who she was. So I can see what she said.
She presented herself as She-Hulk. Went on a date as She-Hulk. Smashed.
He went to bed with She-Hulk.
Listen, no. Y'all sound like J-Lo arguing about. Listen, I went to bed with P Diddy and I woke up with Sean Combs. No,
She-Hulk is like 9 feet tall and green.
The fuck out of here! No,
and I like tall girls, so I'm with it. I can.
No.
But at the same time, other girl wasn't. He had never met Jennifer, and when he met Jennifer, he was like, "That ain't my type."
He was like, "Who are you?"
Yeah.
Nah,
I'd at least ate breakfast though. I'd at least that breakfast looked good. I'd at least ate it. Yeah. I'd at least got that meal. Yeah. Well, I won't call you, but eat this food. The toast is good.
He's damn full. He's a damn fool.
Foolish.
Damn fool.
Yeah, we have 3 episodes left to go.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
But there's not too much to put a bow on.
No.
Yeah, they can tie this up nice and neat.
Did you watch it, Tash?
Yeah, I did. For me, I feel kind of bad for Jennifer, seeing her going through, between Titania, or is that how you pronounce her name? Titania?
Yeah, Titania.
Yeah.
I keep wanting to call her Titania when I see her name.
I went to school with a Titania. That's the only reason why I can agree with you on that.
You gave her a bad credit name. Good Lord.
I'm just like, Titania basically wanting to ruin Jennifer's life for whatever reason she has. And then this week's episode with her wedding, it seems like her family doesn't really respect her either. I'm like, just poor Jen. I feel bad for her.
Yeah.
Well, those are her friends. Well, her friends.
Her cousin was a DJ. The same dude that was at the meal with her.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was an asshole.
She's an attorney. She's educated. And they treating her like she's just a waiter.
Little waterhead. Yeah, like a waterhead.
Like she did some stuff. She's an intelligent woman. She needs Jennifer herself needs more respect than she's been getting. I can.
Yep. Yeah. Go ahead, Tash. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. I forget her best friend's name. The one that's kind of like her assistant. I kind of like how she took over the client
he was hilarious
for this week's episode, and just getting all 8 of that men's wives sorted.
Did you pick up the fact that she's? Did you pick up the fact that she's gay?
Yeah. I think she said something about a girlfriend or something one episode. I did get that.
She said heterosexual life is so So yeah.
Yeah, I think I did catch that. You think there might be something between her and that other lady?
I think they look like it could have been.
Lawyers?
They look like the tension was there. Right, the tension was there. That was probably the interesting part, the best part of the show. Like,
yeah, sitting there sharing drinks, drinking whiskey at night.
Turn the lights off.
And she was kind of surprised she was married.
What you gonna do? It's like, what?
So, so I need your guys' help deciphering how the end of this episode went. So, it was Jen and Josh at the table, and then they panned out to it was like a screen or a sonar, and then we saw the case with the needle. Is Josh plotting with those people to get Jen's barriers down to get her blood? Is that what they were trying to hint at?
I think so.
I'm
he's in
thinking
on
Because
so
it.
they
too.
were like, are we ready for the next phase or something like that? And it said Hulk King at the
Yeah,
end.
I googled it, and I googled Hulk King, and all that showed up was Hulkling, which is nothing to do with this show.
I thought it said Hulk Link for a second. I was like, no, it's Hulk King.
I thought it said Hulkling too, and that would have been just like Marvel to just throw something out there.
I thought it was
Because it
Hulk
sounds
King,
cool.
almost like how it's Hulk ing, but they made a word pun out
Another
of
K?
it. Yeah, and they added
Yeah.
another K.
Yeah, I think he's down with it. I think he's in on them trying to get her blood and figure all that out.
But
and
he was so nice.
we
I was
may
actually
see
starting to like those
He
two
was-
together.
She shipped them.
I did.
Listener, she shipped them.
I did.
I mean, like, so, like, what's that like? The actress is pretty. I mean, they making it seem like she's second rate. This lady's an attractive lady and accomplished. I just don't get the disrespect. But hey,
I don't get it either. You know,
I know.
it's on a small
Listen,
side note.
It's go ahead.
No, on a small side note, my wife resembles this actress, and that's the reason why I was like, that's why I've never put it together until this last episode. And I was looking at it, and she was walking around, and I was like, she looks just like my damn wife. And so I was like, oh, no wonder. But yeah, that's my side note. Go ahead, Q.
With Jen, like, you know, to me, she has like esteem issues, and like honestly, people do to you what you allow them to.
Uh-huh.
And like there's a couple times where she should have said something and she didn't. And you know, I tell people this all the time: like, people get away with what you let them.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yep.
all you gotta do is check
Yep.
people once or twice. Like, don't do that shit no more. Just like that.
Exactly.
And like they're like, all right.
Yeah.
And that's what I get from her. Like, it's almost like the Peter Parker Spider-Man thing. How he is when he's Peter Parker, and then when he
Oh
puts
my
on the
gosh.
mask, he has all the confidence in the world.
in the world. Yep.
So, like,
Yep.
that's all I'm seeing with her letting people get away with stuff, because that's what it
Yeah.
is.
I think so. I agree. You know, because once she's green and she looks awesome in a dress, which her CGI does, looks awesome in a dress.
Oh, hold on. Can we talk about that designer guy from last episode? He gave her that polka dot dress. Like, all that time for that?
And her suit.
she got a dress and a suit, and she got the hero suit too.
But that dress was corny. I'm sorry. Like, it was just
no.
like, it was
Sit down.
like,
No.
no.
It wasn't as hot as you would
because,
think it would be for all the drama.
No,
he
it
was
is
making
not.
It. Yeah.
Exactly.
He was
That
making
thing like
like
a
it's
curtain.
gonna be, you know, the
Right.
ready for the Oscars. That wasn't.
He ripped down the curtains and sewed it together for this girl to show up at a wedding. I don't think it was for the wedding, but she was supposed to get style from this polka dot dress.
She got styled.
Like, bro, she looked like a 1960s cartoon in that. She looked like an olive oil dress. Like, she looked terrible. And like, honestly, like the She-Hulk, like I followed She-Hulk for a while, and she had stories tied into some Hulk comics. It would be like in the back, but she would be stylish. She-Hulk. She would have on some outfits. That polka dot, it ain't like, go back to that bull with a receipt. Like, do this over. Do it over.
You know,
Terrible.
he's a real character too. I didn't know he was an actual comic character.
Tosh, how many polka dot dresses you got?
Well, actually,
This ain't the '90s. This ain't Kwame.
None.
This ain't it.
Biggie said
I got a lot of flowers.
Biggie said it. Yeah, Biggie said it. Them polka dots is played out like Kwame.
Yo, when Biggie said that, it was still the 90s, though, yo.
But exactly, and this is the 2000s. They was played out back then. And in 2022, you wear polka dots, Lou. Just say you wear polka dots.
Rock the polka dots.
I don't.
That dress was not hitting, man.
Listen, no, I don't rock polka dots. I'm sorry.
She-Hulk
I don't.
polka
No, but I
dots.
ain't 6'7" though.
Let me see.
I ain't 6'7". There's a lot of NBA players that look like clowns when they dress, and they all
True.
6'7".
I ain't defending
I'm
them.
not.
They don't know how to dress. Like you
Yeah,
show up to work
garbage.
like that, because that's what it
go to
is. You're showing up to work.
go to HR and then go take a nap in the lactation room right now.
Lactation room is where it's happening.
All right, we can put
Yeah.
She-Hulk to bed, man. Ah, dang. It was we'll see what happens, man. We got what'd you say, Tosh? 3 episodes?
Yes.
All right. I'll rock with them. Quincy, I'm gonna let you spearhead the next 2 topics because one of them is WB and Disney. What's going on, man?
Yeah. I need the
Give it to
WB
him. Give
and
it to him.
Disney to just like step aside a little bit and let some comic fans enjoy some comic book material on screen again. Like, I don't know how this get. Well, I know popularity leads to mainstream, but I'm I had faith in this new group with Warner Brothers, but like it's just nothing but bad news with them. Nothing has been solid. They pulled out of that event a month ago, I think,
Mm-hmm.
uh, and they didn't explain anything, and we're all still in the dark. And what's happening with Disney is what people, to me, all right, I'm giving you my perspective here. Um, what's going on with them is what people were concerned about when they bought Marvel almost 10 years ago now. Like this, I know we're in this phase 4. People like it, some people don't. I don't like it. It's not. I I want the material to go back to the comics.
Mm-hmm.
Like I mean, this is like what this. Those are the roots here. Like I don't think it has to be dark. I don't think it has to be overly funny, but like, can we get something where comic fans can like be comfortable and enjoy it again? I don't know the word I'm looking for here, but to me, they've just swerved so far to the right. I just feel like these companies are just in the way. I don't know what's so hard with Warner Brothers putting out doing the right thing, and by the right thing, I think they should build on what's been there, what's been successful for them, and that was some of the Snyder stuff.
I think they're
Disney,
gonna kick off. Give it a
I,
month. Give it a
I,
month. Give me
I hope
Black
so.
Adam. Give me Black Adam. It's gonna be a huge flex. And like I said a few weeks ago, man, I'm hanging my hat on Black Adam because of the fact that I think it's gonna be fucking awesome.
I mean, I hope. I want that to work. I want to see how this Black Panther is next month. Is that next month or
It's
November?
October, I believe. Is October next month? Yes, next month.
November.
Okay.
No, Black
It's
Panther's
November.
November.
Oh, okay.
Black Adam's
Okay.
October.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Mm.
All right. Well, I
All
mean,
right,
the next
cool.
2 months will be, you know,
A litmus test.
you're right. But I get sad when some of these shows come on and it's like it's not for you. It's like I'm a comic fan. Why
Right.
isn't
It
this
should
for
be
me?
for me.
It
Mm-hmm.
should
This
be
stuff
for
is
me.
comic, right? I don't like
But it
that.
but there's so many levels of comic fans though.
There are,
I mean,
but like,
we're talking about, 35 plus, 40 plus comic fans, and then you
but
have the other cats.
are you talking about the comic fan? Or are you talking about the casuals? Because like,
Yeah.
whether we don't want to admit it or not, like it's how do I put this?
They're catering to the
I'm not
casuals.
trying to. Well, yeah. I mean, I
That's a
guess that
given.
is how I'm saying. Like, but to this degree, like it's just some of these shows can happen without. To me, like, okay, so I think Jay said it. Like this show, She-Hulk can go on without She-Hulk. Like,
Yeah.
if like this could be a show
About
called Jennifer
Jennifer.
Walter, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It'd be about
Yeah.
Jennifer Walter. Like, I don't really like. Then there are points where episodes where she's essential, but to me, the best moments of the show is when she's not in CGI, when she's
Yeah.
just
Her.
interacting with, at work and the people in her life. Some of the stuff is almost forced. Like again with the intelligentsia and like the wrecking crew. Like, did you need them?
Yeah, this last episode, to your point, was Jennifer, and then you got
Yeah.
She-Hulk for like 2.5, 3 minutes. I can dig that, but it, like, to Jay's point, they're catering to the casuals because that's what it is right now.
They're getting the worst product for it too, though.
Yeah, but we're trying to draw in as a whole, as a community, we're trying to draw in more casuals.
But are they doing that though?
To get them to the comic shops, to get them to the cons, to get them to pay attention to the lore or the backstories, is where they're trying to pull them.
See,
but
I
it's a double-edged sword. It's a double-edged sword. Go ahead.
See, now you want them to read, but at the same time, the response is this is different from the comics. Like I don't have to read the comics. Like this is how it is here. And the comics are essentially changing to, and I don't agree with this, changing to what's happening in the MCU. I don't think they should.
I agree with you.
They should do that.
I agree with you. But I think that in the age of information, the information is provided. And if you decide that you want to read about She-Hulk, excuse me. If you want to read about She-Hulk, then read about She-Hulk. If you want to read about Moon Knight or Hawkeye or that whole story with, that was what the Hawkeye, Disney Plus show was based off of, read it. It's there. It's accessible.
Real quick.
But I just go ahead.
Finish your statement real quick, and I'm gonna go ahead.
No, I think that they're giving people, quote unquote, enough rope to hang themselves with. You can go either way. If you want to continue to just be on the surface of all things, then be on the surface. But the accessibility is there. You can read about what you want to read about, but they're giving you the gateway. They called weed, quote unquote, the gateway drug. It's like, nah, dude, weed ain't nothing. But the thing is that Hulk is there. Shield is there. Hawkeye is there. The new Cap is there. The Winter Soldier's there. You can go back and read about all these people if you want to, but they're opening the doors, which is a plus, but the minus is that sometimes the product you're putting out is crap, which I agree with you on.
Mike?
These movies have never boosted comic sales. They might for a month or two. It's about selling movie tickets. It is what it is. These people ain't going to read comics. They not. They argue to they dead. But these guys probably ain't never read a comic. I get the same argument every time I say something like Black Panther T'Challa needs to be recast. No, they can just give it to Shuri. If you read the comic, you know that didn't work out too well.
Right?
She had it, but she had it for 3 seconds. T'Challa's he needs to be there. But I just want to just use that. But for me, with everything, and I say this about a lot of movies, Civil War, the last one, Endgame was where everything just kind of jumped off the board for me. I'm sorry about that. That's my wife keeps texting. And that's my text letters a thing from He-Man at the beginning.
Yes.
It went south with for one, the title. The title itself, it was like Endgame was written to be the end of the saga. The end of the whole Marvel is the end. When you put that, like X-Men The Last Stand, that's the last stand. You don't need to put those kind of things in the title because it makes people in their mind that it's the closeout point. And now they got to rebuild this thing. That's what, to me, where it jumped the rails at. If they could have just told that story, I hate the blip. They didn't do that blip. They could have just called this Infinity War 3, whatever they needed to call it. But when they put end in it,
Infinity Gauntlet would have been fine.
Fine. There's a lot, exactly. A lot of other games when you put that end in it, and then they killed Tony Stark. They could just let Tony go away.
Yeah.
They didn't need these finality, these final points.
Yeah.
Yeah. it ended that it's almost 2 points. It's almost two different Marvel Universe right now. The before and now, and after. Now they're trying to put it back together, and it'll never be what it was before. I mean, I don't. It might be better, it might be worse, but that vibe is gone.
That's definitely gonna be worse.
Yeah.
And I don't
think about it.
It's worse now, but I don't think.
Say.
I don't think it's gonna be worse long. I think the potential is there if they can get it back on the right track. I'm not gonna say Feige needs to be gone because his position is fine, but they need a director. Yeah, if they could put John Favreau back in the seat, and he could probably put it back
he's
on the
too
rails.
busy with Star Wars. He ain't coming back.
I'd rather have him with Marvel than Star Wars.
Jaws.
Yeah, he about to take over Lucasfilms. He's there to stay.
Yeah.
Yeah. But something like that is what we need.
I agree with what you were saying about Endgame. I thought Infinity War was a almost perfect movie. Endgame, it just I do like that movie a lot. There were a lot of callbacks and everything, but between the beginning and the end, I thought the ending was great. But
You're
like
talking
with
about
time
Endgame?
traveling and everything,
Yeah.
yeah. Like I was like really shocked, surprised they went time travel to solve an
And that was
infinity gem
trash.
issue. Like it was just that was really right. Like went right, and I think they did that to get to these moments. Like they've all been Marvel's been about getting to
Mm-hmm.
moments. Now, Endgame it kind of made a little more sense, but I brought this up a while ago. Like, what was Doctor Strange's plan? Like, what was his plan? His plan was
That
for
mouse to
the rat to free Ant-Man.
Right.
Like, what did he really do? What did he do? Like, would that have happened if Thanos didn't have the time? I don't know. Like to me, they do what they do to get to these moments, and the road doesn't always make sense, or it just doesn't make sense sometimes.
And the
Like
world
I
would have been in worse
appreciate some
shape.
of them.
yeah.
After
Hmm?
half of the population would have been gone, the world would have been over. It'd been a war. It would have been damn near the same exact thing. It'd have been chaos.
And
in
more
the
than half
streets,
the people would have
man.
been gone because people would have died in that instant too. That didn't get snatched away.
Right,
Like everybody on the
exactly.
airplanes, like anywhere we
With your pilot
transit,
gone,
they're
yeah.
dead.
I really think I personally think that the MCU right now is more like we ran out of food, so we're gonna give you bologna and cheese sandwiches until we can get
That's a
more
good
food.
point. And you know
You
why? You
see,
know why they ran out of food? Because they think they're better than the source material. So you got all
Yeah.
these.
see, and that's exactly it. So the Infinity Gauntlet was a very easy to follow along, visible storyline. Like you
Yeah.
could have
It's
played
color by numbers.
like Marvel superheroes. It was the Infinity Gems were in that game. Like they were all over. Like and, it's easy to follow along. Like for them to think that there's nothing else to do or shoot towards, it's like that's scary. Now Warner Brothers is not. Um, I'm gonna get to them in a second. But the other thing was this phase. So whereas things don't always make sense to me because they're not following source material, whatever. Like the meme turning your brain off. Like I really hate that meme because I find it very insulting. But like I think people they do their best to make it make sense with Marvel, right? And
Mm-hmm.
like if it doesn't make sense, like well, this is why it makes sense. Okay,
It's like an
I
abusive relationship. You
like
just like justify it.
yeah, it's they're justifying it, but at the same time, these are the same people that could not give DC a niche to understand some of their maybe mishaps or plot holes. Like they kill a whole movie for a moment. It's not the same energy,
Mm-hmm.
and it's the same thing happening. So
Yeah.
like, I want to say shout out to Sean. Like Sean is like the Blue Lantern on the page, like hope and everything. Like he makes me look at some things again, and he had a post about Thor: Love and Thunder, and I understand, it's from Korg's point of view and everything, and like I still couldn't buy it. Like I don't know. I'll probably watch that movie again at some point, but
Uh,
it's not like
I still haven't watched it.
like I firmly believe Marvel has like
Listen,
a machine or writers or a media presence where they put out stuff retroactively to try to correct something in a movie, and they put it out there, and then people eat it up with a spoon and a
listen.
fork
I
sometimes.
lost a coin toss the other night, and I had to watch Thor: Love and Thunder again.
Oh man,
Hmm.
I lost a coin flip. I was like, oh gosh, here we go.
What was the other
Yeah,
option? Look at paint dry. I mean, what were your options?
yeah. It was anything. It was actually Big Time Rush on Netflix. My son watches it. It's about a singing group. Don't ask me. It's I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyway, Q, go ahead. WB,
Yeah.
you were going into WB.
About this, I had a,
Don't lose track now, sir.
I had it, I had it. With them, what was I gonna say with that? I really just,
Something about
wait,
Snyderverse, maybe?
it was something else.
They've got a rejump. They're going on right now. They're gonna they're rebooting without saying they're rebooting with Black Adam.
That's what I was gonna say. I needed WB to show some balls a couple years ago and stay on the path and not go
They weren't
all
ready.
like it's crazy because those movies forget critics. Okay, those movies were making money. Like uh
Aquaman, 1 billion.
Aquaman, like even that Suicide Squad movie, BVS, Man, all those movies were making money, but instead they were looking at
Marvel and
Marvel's money, right?
Yeah,
Like you're not going to get there like that. It's going to
no.
take some time. People got to care about your characters or whatever, and like they couldn't keep they couldn't stay on the path. They did the Justice League movie. I don't care what anybody says. That movie's
that
not
movie is terrible.
it's not good. It's not good. And like at the time, it was all we had. And like you know, I wanted to see it because that was all we had. But after seeing and after the movie was released, what was planned? Like, that movie's dead to me. I'll never watch that movie again. But they just needed to stay on the path because guess what? In this age where Marvel, where some people are saying like, oh,
Yeah,
it's for the kids and like you would have had like an action-driven villain hero, high stakes movies as an alternative, and people would have been like, you know what? Let me check this out because it's
Yeah,
not the same as this. It's
yeah.
different. Like it's got an edge. Like instead of like staying the course and being consistent, now you're wrapped
Nobody
up with
walks
them.
alone. Nobody
Like
leaves the path. Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like there's nothing, and guys, there's nothing. Marvel and DC have been doing this since
forever.
like
The
before
50s.
MCU and movies, and like no company has sustained a lead or edge on the other one. Like this is gonna be forever.
Mhm.
Okay, it's not the source material. They both have good
Great.
information. Yeah, they got information source material that they can both pull from, but it's just the
Yes.
companies that are handling it.
Yes.
Like
I
it's
agree.
just like they're not. Marvel was doing good at one point. They were doing good for like 10, 22 movies. It was
Yeah.
fantastic. It was
That's a
fantastic
ridiculous streak.
for the most part. It is, and they
Yeah.
had like you said it, color by numbers, Infinity Gauntlet objects. We're collecting these, and like it was a wonderful journey. You had the Avengers, everything was new and shiny. Threw in comic book titles on movies that weren't even really, it grabbed your attention. They had like Civil War, like oh yeah, I know that. I'm gonna go see that, and they give us a fraction of what the Civil War was, but it showed up. It's
But
a
it
good
was still a
movie.
good movie, though.
Yeah, it was still a good movie. Like DC missed opportunities. They could have easily put out, hey, Batman, what was it? Long
But
Halloween, or
they gave us
Superman,
Wonder
or
Woman
whatever.
84.
That was a travesty.
I did
There,
not
that was a
like that
really
film
bad.
at all.
Yeah, I have no need to watch that movie ever again. And I love Gal, but it ain't happening. It ain't happening.
Ever.
Well, I mean, that's all I got to say. Like, guys,
I
like
dig it.
Marvel, DC, they've been doing this way before, Snyder Fanatics and MCU disciples who have been going at it on internet. Like, it's going to keep going. Like, No one has clear, definitive, better
Mm-hmm.
characters. They both have great stories. Uh, but it's just these companies. These companies are in the way to me right now,
Yeah,
and that's just how I see it.
got to get out of your own damn way sometimes.
Go read. I'm gonna put myself back on punishment. I need to read. I got books stacking up,
Yeah,
and
to your
Yes,
point,
you
look at
do.
the boys. As soon as the boys drop, quality, adult, different than Marvel,
mm,
people are eating it up.
yeah,
Yeah, it's
even
different.
Yeah.
Invincible, Invincible
Listen,
two.
and
Also, excuse me.
it's like you can only eat Chipotle so many times. I'm sorry. You can only eat Chipotle, Subway, whatever, so many times before like, oh my gosh, this is sick.
You will
Mm.
get fire ass, man.
Yeah, yeah, you know. And
One question
and
before we
right
move
now,
on. Now,
yeah.
before the Warner Brothers Discovery thing, um, has there been any talk of new DC animated films? I haven't heard anything,
Mm-mm.
and it feels like years.
Yeah.
The last one that I know came out was the most recent one was a Constantine joint, and I liked it.
Oh, I
That was
don't
the
even know
last one
that. I
that
think
came
the
out.
last one I heard was Batman Ninja, but maybe something before that. I don't know.
Whoever wrote Batman Ninja was high as shit.
Yeah,
Okay, have you watched it? Have you ever watched that movie?
I never
No,
heard of
it's
it just now.
jacked. Oh,
Watch
Batman
it.
no.
Ninjas. Oh,
They were
it's a
high as shit.
Like
It's a
I'm
yeah.
beautiful looking,
surprised
great
because,
animation.
well,
The
not about the
animation is
movie.
beautiful.
I'm just surprised I haven't heard anything because in the past I feel like I've always heard about the next DC animated film coming out, and now it's just been quiet. So I was like, am I just
DC,
not in the right circle? Is it, or is it really just lack of DC animated content?
Lack of DC animated content.
it's that, and they're just not really good anymore.
Oh
Honestly, too much
no.
Batman. Like to
Yeah.
me,
Too
like it's too
much
much bad.
Batman.
It's too much Batman. If I'm saying it, it's too
Yeah,
much.
they're
Like you
using
need
Batman
to,
as a crutch.
right? You like it's animation. You don't have the burden of making live action and special effects. You need to like diversify what you're looking to do.
And the thing
That
is that the next hot thing coming out of DC animated is a Batman joint. It's like Batman versus Robin or Batman versus Nightwing or something joint like that. And that's their linchpin. I can dig it,
They're
because
doing the
everybody knows
same thing with the
Batman.
comics. Don't they have like
yeah,
15,
I saw that.
15 Batman comics right now? Something like that.
Just this past Wednesday, they dropped at least four comics that had Batman in it.
See, I could do Batman. I actually am more interested. Not that's not true. I would like to see more stories with the family.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, like it don't have
Jason
to be
Todd.
Batman. Like Jason, like
Give me some Jason
Cassandra,
Todd.
like Nightwing. Like I'll watch the story with them because they don't all have his views. Like
Yeah.
they do things their own way. Um, that would be more interesting to me to see a cartoon based on that. And I take that back. The Titans cartoons animated movies were really good.
Yeah.
Those
Judas
were
Contract.
yeah, those were
That
good.
was great. I
Mm.
love Judas Contract. That was amazing.
That was good. But still, I would like to see some Green Lantern, more Green
Mm-hmm.
Lantern. Like
They're not gonna touch
uh,
it. They're not gonna touch it. They
it's an
can't.
easy sell, man. For animated, like
They're not gonna do it.
I mean, they've been successful with those.
They
They've been
have
good.
the last one. The last Green Lantern they put out. The last animated joint was like a John Stewart joint, right?
It's that, and I'll go all the way back to that Emerald Knights movie, which was one of their best like they've ever put out, and that was a bunch of stories over different time periods about different Green Lanterns and different stories. It wasn't just how Jordan they were narrating the stories, but like with Green Lanterns, you have that wide array. It doesn't always have to be the same character. Different
Nah.
sectors, different planets, different situations. But
There was it was years ago, but I heard there was a concept for a Green Lantern movie that I thought would be bananas. Like whoever made this concept and they're not doing it needs to be shot. It was supposed to be
what is it?
Jon Stewart and Hal Jordan as like a buddy cop movie in space, like Lethal Weapon, but like
I heard that one. Yeah,
They
it
just did that in comics
did
last
they?
year.
they
Yeah,
they transformed that into this show that's supposed to be coming out on HBO. It started out as that. I heard that
Okay.
too, and then it morphed into this show that hasn't appeared yet.
it wasn't Hal. It was Guy Gardner.
That would be even better. Guy Gardner and Jon
It
Stewart.
was John. It was John Stewart and Gal Gardner,
That would be
and yeah,
hilarious.
Guy Gardner. Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
man.
yeah, it definitely does not have to be Hal.
I'd rather it not
Nah.
be Hal. I'm not too much of a fan of Hal. I know people love him, but
Oh, I love Hal,
I don't
but
know.
I love them all. Like I love Guy. I'm not really partial to
Hal
Kyle.
Jordan, he's too much. I don't know, like vanilla ice cream to me. He's just like the standard.
What?
I don't know.
My favorite Green Lantern isn't even really a Green Lantern anymore. It's Sinestro. I love Sinestro.
Jennifer
Sinestro
Cruz. I'm sorry, Jennifer Cruz.
is
I'm sorry.
she's cool.
She's cool.
If you give Sinestro a green ring, he would out ring sling any of them seven
I
days
don't
a
know
week.
about that. Didn't Jordan almost make an entire galaxy?
Uh, I see. I always go back to when after War of the Green. Wait, no. I forgot the name of the storyline, but he ended up with a ring again, and Hal lost his. He did something that he replicated his ring and gave it to Hal. Excuse me, Hal, to be like his deputy. Honestly, he had been kicked out of the Green Lanterns, but he needed Hal for a reason. Hal said, "You can do that with the ring." Sinestro, like he looked at him, he was like, "Your training really did end when I left you, didn't it?" Like he didn't know half of the stuff that Sinestro knew how to do with the Green Lantern ring. I maintain that Sinestro equal equipment would be better than all of them.
I don't know. I have to go back to the mosaic when Jon Stewart was he was tripping because he killed all them people and he exceeded the
Yeah, but that was see now he beat Sinestro because that was part of the plan for Parallax to get in that battery. Like he was working with that thing. Now the
I think we're gonna need an episode for this, y'all. We
Yeah.
going on 2 hours.
yeah.
Let's get. I think we need to.
Listen, I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to pump the brakes on that one because they was getting into it.
Yeah, there was.
I was gonna wait.
Somebody needed to
we were about to go too deep. We were about to get into the abyss.
It
Yeah.
was heading deep.
That's what's up. Oh man, thank you, Mike. Thank you for that check. I had to wake Tash up because now she's awake, and I want to talk to you about some anime because you have a lot on the anime plate right now.
Getting there. I did want to start.
Just listen, Jujutsu Kaisen. Just go in on that one.
I don't want to spoil it, but the movie was definitely good. Animation was beautiful. Story was definitely well kept together. Since you love the anime, you're going to really enjoy this one. It seems like it takes place I don't know how many years before season 1, but it's in the year 2016, 2017. And so
back when the world was sane.
I don't know, but I don't know about that. That's when it started to go a little
yeah.
But Panda, the girl who uses the cursed tools, and the guy with the cursed speech, they were in it, and they were first years in this movie.
Oh,
so that's what I was saying.
Yo,
I can't remember when we get season 1, like what year that is. If it's 2021 in anime time, in the anime's timeline, but it doesn't seem that far. I thought it was kind of farther in the past with the movie, and it wasn't. So I was surprised. A lot of characters you see in season 1, you'll see in this movie. You just won't see the main guy whose name I'm forgetting. What is our main guy's name from season 1?
I have no idea. I have a cart full of.
Oh my word!
I have a cart full of toys in Amazon right now that I'm gonna buy. All the figures they be lined up right here. It's because I'm gonna buy them
Oh
all because I love
no,
that fucking anime.
I'm drawing a blank because I'm thinking of the main guy in the movie,
MAJ.
Yuta. So who's anyway? So we don't get our main guy at all in this movie. I think I mentioned that before, but it's definitely true. We don't get him at all. Um, Definitely watch it for sure. It's
You got a winner on this one.
I can't spoil it. I can't
Don't
spoil it.
spoil it. Just express how you feel because I just want to watch it really, really bad.
It was fun. I will admit this. Season 1 of watching the show, I watched it in Japanese. And it was hard for me to follow some of the story bits sometimes. But with this movie, I watched it in English and I was able to follow start to finish what's going on. So if you can, I would recommend watching it in English for the fans. I know you will, Lou. But
Hell yeah.
for the fans, I would recommend it just because it seems to be much clearer to understand how the curses work and what everyone's different ability is. It just seemed easier to
Yeah.
understand in English.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I can. Let's see. Would I
No,
rate
don't
this
go
movie?
any deeper. I just want. Yeah, please.
Definitely an 8 out of 10. An 8 out of 10
No
for
decimals,
sure.
Q.
No. 8 out of 10. It does well as a standalone. So if you haven't seen the show, you could definitely watch the movie and not feel left out.
Okay, so can you watch Jujutsu Kaisen 0 and then roll into the season
Yeah.
and feel like everything's connected? Either way.
Connected, I wouldn't say connected, but the characters. I mean,
Yeah, but you won't feel a disconnect. You'd feel some kind of connection going on.
Oh yeah.
Because oh man.
Yeah.
I can't remember what's his name? With the blindfold.
Goji?
Gojo? Yeah.
Gojo.
He's a boss. So. Yeah, he's a boss. I just can't. I love the fact that he has to wear that eye wrap because he's just so powerful. I love that. I love that show. I'm about to drop the F-bomb again for like the 15th time, but I love that show.
It's good. It's definitely good. So if people haven't seen it, check it out. It's a good shonen.
Yeah. What else you got? I know you have a lot on your plate.
Should I go into Cyberpunk?
Yes, let's do that.
Do you have the
I have
questions loaded for
Rob's
that?
email.
Yeah.
I have Rob's email. Yep.
So, Cyberpunk Edge Runners, from what I could understand, it has no ties to the game except for just the world that it's in. The characters are not intermingled, as far as I know, compared to how they've done Final Fantasy 15 and that short anime that linked to the show. And they did some other anime linked to a video game. And I don't remember what it was. Anyway, so Cyberpunk visually, very, very good. Lots of bright colors, lots of like pulsating images. So if you are photosensitive, be very wary going into the show. Yeah, for sure.
You'll seize out. Trust me. Yeah.
So I haven't played any I didn't play the Cyberpunk game, like none of it. So I just went into this blind. Episode 1 was just info dump. I felt a little lost, to be honest. I had no idea what was going on. And I started to have some worries about how the rest of the show would go. I was like, by the end, I was like, oh no, I really am concerned. I was like, am I not going to like this? But by the end of episode 2, I was in it. It slowed down a little bit more. The pacing was definitely better. And you started to feel for the character, David.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I can't get over the animation. It is so good. So this animation was done by Studio Trigger. And Studio Trigger did an episode of Star Wars Visions. And I'm trying to confirm now which one it was. I think it was the one with the guy and the girl in space.
The twins?
Yeah. I think it was the episode with the twins in Star Wars Visions. I'm trying to find it super quick.
That makes sense.
And
I can see that.
I can't find it. Going to just yeah, episode 3, the twins. And they did episode 7, the elder.
Oh. Yes.
Yes.
Because that was awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a great episode.
Same animation studio. So I managed to finish Cyberpunk in 24 hours. Started it.
Jeebus.
Yeah. We watched, I think, the first 2 or 3 episodes the one night, and then we finished the rest of the episodes the next day. It was just that good. We were in it. The opening theme hits.
That music is sick.
Love
that
it.
music is sick.
The
It's
score throughout the episodes is good. You guys only got up to episode 6 at the most, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm trying to think what happened by episode 6. Were they trying to... They were trying to take on a mission.
Quincy, you have this answer.
Which
I'm
one?
kidding.
Anyway, I won't spend too much time on it. Watch it. It's definitely not your stereotypical anime where you have a hero and a villain where, you know, the villain wants to take over the world. It's not like that.
There's no line in the sand in this one at all.
No. So it's mostly just going through the story of David Martinez, the main character, and him being introduced to the life of being a cyberpunk.
Yo, his mom was a hustler.
Yes, she was.
Black market, chrome.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
It's like, wow, that was enough. That was enough for me. He was like, mom's was hustling.
And this world, now again, I haven't played the video games, so like when video games, as if there was more than one video game, sorry. So, but the characters have these slots in the back of their ears where they just insert chips. And
little
they
SD cards.
Yes, and I'm like, the one kid downloaded martial arts moves. I was like, I can't imagine living in a world where I can just download stuff by putting an SD card in a slot behind my ear. It's
realistically, we're probably not that far off from that.
It just seems so strange. And did you guys notice how when they're on the phone, sometimes they stutter? They'll repeat a word almost like the reception is cutting in and out.
Mm-hmm.
Do you?
Yeah,
I
like
wonder
when old boy got punched in the nose,
happens.
he was making out with his girlfriend, and he was like, "It's a really, really bad time." I was like, "What?"
Yep.
Yeah.
But it happens to several characters throughout the show, where that it's kind of like a record skip. That happens. Mm-hmm. I don't know why that happens. I wonder if it's something to do with, just how much technology is embedded in their brains and in their bodies and stuff like that.
Yeah. Listen, when David got the chrome inserted into his body, and then he was like, "Listen, I need new lungs." When he got new lungs, they inserted them from the back. I was like,
"Yes,
what?"
The way that they show how they cut open his back and he's biting onto this bar instead of just being put under. I was like, that's got to be excruciatingly painful.
Yeah, it's gruesome. It's a gruesome scene to have that.
It's gross.
Go on.
Oh
Yeah.
no, I'll let you guys go now.
No, I want to read Rob's blurb. Shout out to Rob,
Yeah,
man.
go
Miss
ahead.
you. Hope things slow down, man. In his words, cyberpunk as a genre can be broken down into a simple phrase: high tech, low life. Typically set in a world where governments have been proven ineffectual and mega corporations rule, most stories revolve around the poor fighting to get out from under the oppressive thumb of the corporate overlords. The haves versus the have-nots. Sounds like 2022. Um, the earliest examples have proven to be the best. Comic books with Heavy Metal magazine and Judge Dredd, anime like Bubblegum Crisis and Akira, the video games Snatcher and Shadowrun, and movies such as Blade Runner, RoboCop, and Tron. I can agree with that. The world of Cyberpunk Edge Runner was was created as a tabletop game back in 1988. You were -1, Tasha, by Mike Pondsmith, and is set in the fictional location of Night City, located in California, on the coast between Los Angeles and San Francisco, about 1 year before the events of the video game Cyberpunk 2077. Neato. The vision that Mike Pondsmith created was an alternative future set in our world's history. The timeline splintered off in the 1980s after the Cold War, where Gang of Four, comprised of FBI, CIA, NSA, DEA, tried to usurp the power from the presidency behind the scenes and take control of the American government. Makes sense to me. Using the war on drugs as an excuse to attack other countries for their resources and to destabilize the governments, the scheme of the Gang of Four were eventually revealed and publicized. I can see that happening too. This leads to the assassination of the president and vice president, collapse of the stock market, and retaliatory nuclear attack on New York City by South American drug cartels. Coupled with the earthquake that destroyed Los Angeles and sweeping famine through the Midwest, the United States itself was on the verge of collapse. Not to miss the opportunity to seize power, the mega corporations saw this as a perfect opportunity to step in and quote unquote aid the ailing government. Fast forward to 2077, and the American government was reformed into the new United States of America, or NUSA, a dictatorship where all positions in the government were bought and paid for by the mega corporations. Sounds like The Boys. Makes sense. This has led to the enormous gap between the poor and the rich, as the corporations treat the working class as wage slaves, where every aspect of daily life is controlled by said corporations. One such entity, the Arasaka Corporation, controls Night City, an autonomous, self-sufficient city that in itself is a sovereign nation. The massive wage gap created by corporate oversight has led to the disparaging conditions you'll see while watching Edge Runner or playing 2077 video game. There, you'll see the battle of the haves and the have-nots play out through the eyes of your character or those depicted on the show. Thank you, Rob, for the email. Man,
Wow.
yeah.
We
And
got our own
he
poet laureate
apologized.
over here.
Right. He apologized at the end. Hopefully, this didn't run on too long. Come on, Rob. We love you, bro. We let you run on this anyway.
You knew it was long, though.
That's
you knew
deep.
it was long, Rob.
Rob wrote
Yeah.
that himself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, he knew
Every
that shit was
word.
long. He read that shit in the mirror. He knew that was long.
He didn't know how long. He didn't know how slow I read, though.
Still,
That's all. I'm a slow reader.
he
Rob
knew.
speaks very fast.
He does.
Yeah, I can see that.
He
He's
does.
reading it to himself, and he's
Yeah, he reads very fast.
That's about 3 minutes here.
Yeah, love it, Rob.
Good job,
You're the
Rob.
man,
I
though.
didn't know all that
But-
detail.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't know either.
Me neither. now I want to play 2077. I've never been interested in a cyberpunk in this game, but now I want to play it. I do. I really do. Oh man. So what else on the anime front? Chainsaw Man. Next month,
Yes,
right?
that comes out on the 11th. Yes. So
Yes.
I did mention this in the group, but I will mention it here just in case there's listeners here that are not members of the group. So I'm going to do something a little different in the multiverse group, where normally I'll mention some of the bigger shows that are coming in the new season of anime. Instead, I will list almost every show that's premiering on the day it starts. So there's going to definitely be shows nobody cares about. Just nobody will
Just
care.
Tasha.
No, not even me. There are shows on here I don't even care about. But for those who are interested, I'm putting it out there for you, because there might be something here that someone's curious about and just doesn't know it exists. So starting on Monday the 26th, that's when the fall season starts for anime. So what I'm going to do is make a post, put the name of the show, the synopsis of the show, and a picture of the promo art. And if it's available, a link to the trailer for the show. I'll try to put as much info as I can, kind of similar to how I used to do my anime recommendations post in the past, with how, like, the information about the show as much as possible. But I'm saying this now. These are not recommendations. These are going to be FYI posts. So if I post something and someone goes, "What the hell is this?" I'm not recommending it. I'm just putting it out there. So, in the cases where we're getting like seasons 2 or more of a show, like with My Hero, Golden Kamuy, Mob Psycho, instead of putting the synopsis of what we're expecting that season, I'm just going to put.
Quit laughing. Quit laughing.
I'm just. What did I say?
Anime. That's just him.
Oh.
He's just laughing.
Instead of putting a synopsis of what to expect that season, I'm just going to give a general synopsis of what that particular show is about. So that way, if it's something that people are interested in, they're like, okay, well, season 4 of this show is out. It must be good. Let me go start at the beginning, see what's going on. So that will be coming.
Okay.
And shows will not every day is going to have a premiere. There's going to be a gap where something's just not going to go live. So, for example, we have something coming Monday, but not Tuesday. And then we're getting something Wednesday. And then it's mostly Saturday the 1st. We're getting a huge just dump of shows. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 premieres happening on Saturday the 1st.
Jeebus.
And that includes season 6 of My Hero and the Memorial Edition of Berserk, the Golden Age arc.
Ooh.
And
That's Mike's jam.
and the second half of Spy Family premieres that day, plus some other stuff. I'll save the rest for posting day, but that's some examples of shows that are just coming out in one day.
You got that COVID over there, Lou?
No. I got that fall allergy season going on right now, man. It's crazy.
So if it's a format that people enjoy, just to know what's out there in the anime realm, some things that are just not getting as much attention because it's not mainstream, this is an opportunity to find something new. And if people like it, I'll continue that for the winter season. If not, then I'll stick to just promoting the stuff that, gains a lot more popularity.
Dig it. We want it. I want it. I do, because I want to see a whole bunch of new stuff. And I still got to get Crunchyroll. Nice. Oh, man. All right, so we're going to thank you for that, Tasha, first of all. We're going to roll into the favorite time, the questions from last week, because we didn't record. Oh, man. Quincy, you want to read these off? You want to fire? I want to fire these off. How about it?
Yeah, sure.
Special guest, Mr. Laws himself. If you were still in high school, would you have joined Miyagi Fang or Cobra Kai?
Miyagi, because I'm all about that philosophy, and Mr. Miyagi is one of my favorite movie characters all time. So that's an easy choice for me.
All right.
Are we talking John Kreese Cobra Kai from the 80s or Johnny Lawrence Cobra Kai? If we talking John Kreese, I might have to go with Kreese. If we talking, I might
have to go with Cobra Kai. Mr. Miyagi have you paying cars and like doing a whole bunch of random shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like,
but see, I'm going fishing. I'm going to Okinawa sometime, and plus, Mr. Miyagi was giving away cars.
But that was only to one student. That was to his special student.
One person. He didn't
have one student.
Yeah, but he had a bunch of cars.
He gave Daniel the whole property. Then you got all that now.
You making up reasons to be a delinquent with Terry Silver. That's
one student at a time. Though. He didn't have a whole school.
They were Johnny deserved all them beat downs. He was a wild bull.
But
not Johnny.
Listen, to answer your question, it's not John Kreese's or Johnny Lawrence's Cobra Kai. It's Terry
Silver's paid though. He might get you an apartment. He hooked up a studio. He gave that bull.
And you saw what happened to him.
But you're going to do a criminal act for him to do you favors, man. Like,
but you got that backing though. You got that Monster Silver back.
He caught double L's, but he got an apartment and a PlayStation 4, not a 5.
Like that. They got that ball.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought it was a 5 at first. It was a 4, dusty old 4.
Yeah, I love Miyagi though. I love Mr. Miyagi himself, but
yeah,
he ain't have a school. It was one student at a time. I don't know how his school.
So you think you're gonna get a car from Mr. Miyagi? You gonna get a bonsai tree
for a whole class? No, he ain't. Yeah, you get.
I'm gonna go Miyagi, man. I'm sorry.
If I can go 1-on-1 with Miyagi, I can see it.
I'm talking about my high school me. See, y'all being retroactive with your adult version.
No,
I'm talking like the 90s.
No, my high school me, I want to go Miyagi, man.
Yeah,
sorry.
Yeah, right.
I was never one to. I was never one to jump onto the
as soon
trend.
As you start painting bushes and stuff, you'd have been like, "Come on, man, I'm out of here."
I'm like, that's cool.
No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. Your old ass
I did chores coming up. That wouldn't have been nothing.
But you going in and learn kung fu though.
No.
You ain't know you were learning kung fu. You didn't mad. This bullshit.
No.
You got me
paid. I don't know, man. Like, cause I know for a fact I wouldn't have been doing what Cobra Kai students was doing. They was getting in trouble.
No, the Cobra Kai students wasn't getting in trouble in Karate Kid.
What?
4 Cobra Kai students were assholes.
A Karate Kid?
Four or 5. Not the whole class.
A whole bunch of them ain't run that dude off the side of a mountain when he was headed home?
The 4. Dutch, that crew. Not the whole Cobra Kai.
Come on, man. They all was on it. They was all... Look, you sound like they lawyer. Okay, you know what I'm talking about.
That one guy, the Lamar guy wasn't there.
What was that mean, Quincy? When your lawyer do this?
Right. You guilty by association. You know, if you was with them and you ain't do it, they was kicking the crap out of you.
Yeah,
4 Cobra Kai, Dutch and the crew. They fucked up Daniel. But the rest of them,
Johnny.
yeah, that crew.
That dude.
One of them became a preacher, didn't he?
Yeah.
And I think one of them was a
They all turned the corner.
Now,
Yeah.
to this day, I haven't seen this season. That's still my favorite episode when the real Cobra Kai students showed up. That was still mine.
When they had
Johnny was the only one who wasn't successful, really, out of Cobra Kai. Were all the rest of the students kind of successful?
Yeah.
Tasha,
And he wore an L, and that was the end of him.
I was hoping to make someone laugh.
Oh my gosh! Oh
what,
man,
what she do? What I miss?
She dropped something in the chat. Oh my gosh! All right, moving on. Another question from Mr. Laws himself. What house, tribe, organization, or team would you belong to in Game of Thrones? P.S. And you can't be a damn dragon. So,
we already talked about this though.
What house?
Oh, kind of.
Yeah.
What house did I? Yeah, I don't know.
If you make me go to Westeros, it depends on what time frame. If I go to current Westeros at the end of Game of Thrones, like where we are right now.
Who would you bang with?
I had to roll with Jon Snow, boy. He was the only one that was halfway decent, wasn't he?
I gotta say, I had to be a Stark at the end.
Yeah,
it had to be a Stark. It had to be.
I got to be a Stark. Yeah, they were honorable, man. They were honorable.
Ain't that they live, man? They ain't banging their sister. They, I'm just going. I'm all right. Leave me. I don't want to go over to the Iron. I don't want to go nowhere near the Lannisters. I don't. Nah, I'm good over here.
Yeah. Because you mess around, get pricked by that Iron Throne, and end up with Dragon Scale.
None of them Lannisters just liked each other. They were just devious, and they were just
No. They didn't like each other. They just had sex with each other.
Right. At least the damn, the Starks were together. They were the family.
They were a family. Yeah.
Yeah. None of them had the same color hair though. None of them.
Close enough.
He had a redhead, a brunette.
It was cold though where they were at though. It was cold, but
yeah, it definitely was. Like you were using the toilet and it was snow blowing in through the window.
Not Jon Snow, but Snow.
Snow. Right.
I'm gonna be different. I'm gonna be a White Walker.
Are you gonna be a zombie?
Oh,
Because you ain't gonna be the King White Walker, so you just gonna be a zombie.
Why can't I? I did say I
You're
could.
gonna be a Black Walker.
No, I'm a Black Walker. Yes, I'm gonna use made up stipulations like y'all did for Cobra Kai.
There was no made up stipulation, sir. It was more people in that class other than that 4.
Yeah,
those 4 were the bad guys.
You are a lawyer for Cobra Kai.
I am not a lawyer. I like Miyagi.
Terry
I
Silver.
like Miyagi.
Silver was putting the paws on Danielson though.
Yeah, he beat everybody's ass in that show. All right, at one point, except for Miyagi, of course.
I guarantee you, who he couldn't beat that 4.5. Just kidding.
You got fully automatic 45.
That's it. If I'm gonna air you out, I'm gonna air you all the way out.
And then he taught that little boy how to crack ribs and stuff. He was doing it to everybody. He was just pop. I'm like, he's going to kill somebody.
So you breaking ribs over a bonsai tree? Yeah, I'm taking the breaking ribs. Give me the breaking ribs, bro.
What he called it, the silver bullet? He was teaching them like a death blow.
Popping lungs. He was popping lungs.
He was anybody messing with that kid, he was just pop. I'm like, damn, he said he only used it on like special occasions. This boy was using it when somebody was looking at him funny.
You mess around and be in front of him at the line at the Wawa and you taking too much time?
You getting the silver bullet.
I don't know if I'm supposed to be taking it this way, but you making me sound more like I want Cobra Kai. Shit, like let me learn this.
My brother, we've already heard
blows?
your dreams. No, listen, you exposed your true self when you told us your plans when you had powers. You would be like
Black Adam.
we ain't learning nothing new from you, man.
If you notice, my name says Mike Adam on my screen now, because that's exactly what I was doing. That's exactly what that shit would be. Yeah, man.
I'm shutting it off.
Yeah, I'm damn sure it's gonna be the bad guy.
that cup you drinking out of, Lou? That's the MVUP cup I was talking about earlier.
Don't do that. Get out of here.
It's the tears of my damn enemies. Goddamn it.
Let me get my water. I'm the best dad ever. Kiss my cup. But all right, let's get
Wait,
this train back on the tracks, man. Y'all are
Tash, did
trip.
you answer?
I don't watch Game of Thrones, so I wouldn't be
Yes,
able to do any. I wouldn't be able to pick one.
With your hair down
Both,
like that, you
all
look
of you
like.
are giving me stares.
Look at this.
I don't watch
I
Game
see.
of Thrones. No.
How do you feel about
Yeah.
incest? I mean,
Oh,
You got everybody cracking up over there.
I mean, we can just
start a
narrow it down
conversation
from
with
there. We can narrow it down from there. If you're not good with that, you're not going to be a Targaryen or a Lannister. So we kill that right there.
Jesus.
I'm just saying. All right, so
Love,
they're out
you're
the
a
way.
wild boy. You're a
See, we just got to
wild
go, you know,
Oh man.
it's elimination.
Oh, my
Process
gosh.
elimination.
All right. Wow. All right. Dennis Glover. How about bringing back unlimited class wrestling to the Marvel universe?
Like the one the
We
thing
got
used
a
to
hint.
have?
I don't know. It says we got a hint from the Fight Club in Shang-Chi, but something a little bit more big time with a story behind it.
That's interesting.
The only wrestling I can remember is when the Thing had his own comic. He was part of that little wrestling federation. That's all I can remember.
And after Secret War,
Yeah.
I think after Secret War, I think it was the first Secret War. I think it was after that. That's the only wrestling I can kind of remember. I don't know much about anything else. Oh,
You know what Marvel's messing up at? They could have a one shot every year, because you know how the Hulk on the Thing's birthday every year he goes and finds the Thing and beats his ass on his birthday every year.
Hulk does that too? I thought it was Wolverine Sabretooth. I didn't know that was anybody else.
I thought Sabretooth did that. The Wolverine.
Yeah, I know that, but I didn't know Hulk did it
Hulk
too.
does it to the Thing. They should have a one shot every year. Just the Hulk going to find the Thing and just beating his ass every year.
That would
And it'll be on the
one.
Things like whatever his birthday is, real time.
I like that one because I like the Sabretooth one because apparently Wolverine knows it's going to happen, but never sees him coming. When I find that interesting. As big as he is, like Wolverine just never senses him, and he always gets the drop on him on a day where he knows he's coming for him. But no,
Right.
I'm with you with that.
Yeah,
I didn't know the Hulk did that.
Yeah, he goes to find him. He beats him up every year.
Well,
Shit.
the Hulk, he doesn't do that, man. He has a bar.
Yeah, he drinks Mai Tais and.
Yeah, he's chill. He's chill.
They need to change the movie number. They can't call the movie 616 no more. That irks me.
Feige said it's 616.
Feige can.
Yeah, he wrong though. This 1084 or something. That ain't the 616.
I acknowledge the decision, but it's a stupid ass.
He should call it 161 or something.
Something.
I thought it had a number
It
designated.
did.
Okay.
And I think it was 1084, but I mean, it could have been something else. But still, it ain't the 616. That's the comics. It needs to be what it is.
Fine. See, that's how you know they think they're better than the comics.
Get too big headed.
I mean, that's how you could, silence people like myself. It's like, well, it's not that universe.
Right, exactly. That's all they got to do. Move on. But anyway, go ahead.
I still don't like it. But...
Got a question from T Money, Miles Morales himself. He says, along the lines of last week's questions of pairing a director with a character for a dream project, give me a game studio you want to see take a crack at a favorite character or franchise, regardless of any current ownership. His
video
examples
game
were,
okay.
He said, Arc Systems working with Marvel vs. Capcom, Rocksteady or Insomniac working with Daredevil. Wow, that's good.
I want to see Rockstar do a Mario game.
What? That's terrible.
It'd be mad dramatic.
It's terribly funny. Mad dramatic. I want to see Naughty Dog do. Wow, let's say Oh my gosh, it just slipped my mind right now. Um, like a Naughty Dog do Gotham Knights, or something with like the Batman Juniors of the world. I think that'd be awesome.
I wouldn't mind Capcom doing a Mortal
Uh,
Kombat. That'd be dope.
Oh, that's sacrilegious, but still dope.
Bungie and Green Lantern Corps.
Ooh,
They already do
no,
supers, and they're
no.
already in
Okay,
space.
all right. Would you be able to put that in third person, or would you stay in first so you can see your character?
Third person, because Destiny has supers and has some structures that they use in the game. Like I don't think it would be that far a far cry from Destiny. You're already in space, traveling, fighting monsters,
Hmm.
different areas. I think they could do
Hmm.
it. I don't want to. I don't. I would rather see third person because Destiny you can customize your outfits, and the Green Lanterns, while they all have the same colors, they have different uniforms. I would want to see
Yeah.
that, be able to customize all that. And
Yeah.
Green Lanterns all have the same ring, but they don't all have the same abilities. It really depends on the
Mm-hmm.
lantern. Um, that's why when people say Green Lantern versus who, I'm like, which lantern are you talking about? Get a different
Okay.
answer.
All
That's
right.
what I would go with.
All right.
It'll be hard for
For Mr.
me
Gluck.
to come
Yeah.
up with any. It's going to be hard for me to come up with a specific character. Uh, but I did think of a silly combo, if this will suffice as an answer to the
Hell yeah.
question. So, Nintendo is the company that actually makes Animal Crossing. Like, they're the ones that do Animal Crossing. So, I want Animal Crossing, but with comic book characters. So, you could pick your heroes to move in, see them talk and get into fights, just get angry with
Superman.
each other. Like,
Just watch
hey,
Soups.
I have a gift for, like, I don't know, the thing. And it's from one of the Green Lanterns. You're like, here, can you give this to the thing? I'm like, yeah, sure. You just walk over, deliver it to him, and it's, I don't know, something really obscure. Just something silly like that. I just thought of
It'll
it.
be like
Call
Hell
it
yeah.
Comic
a space
Crossing or
dreidel.
something.
It'll be like a space dreidel. Like I found this rare space dreidel. Yeah.
Space Draenor. Draenor. Made you out of clay. Yeah. Wow.
Like little
That's
cheapy superheroes just walking around.
like a skin. Get a superhero
Yeah.
skin.
Yep.
Oh man. I dig that.
It's the best
I
I got.
do. Hey, is what we got. All right, two more. Both from Dennis Glover. What would be your dream job in the Marvel universe? You can rotate the universes by week, but for the first try, let's go easy mode. I'm thinking executive dining for the Future Foundation. Uh, I'm contemplating Stark Enterprises, but they go out of business all the time. Dream job in the Marvel universe.
Hmm.
Oh, I want to be in purchasing in Stark Industries. I want to be the guy that says, "Oh yeah, let's buy this," or even in even Wayne Enterprises, be in purchasing. Wouldn't that be great? Just see all those numbers or sales. Ooh, sales. I'll do sales.
I gotta find a position that puts me in a close enough proximity to steal some kind of superpower.
Oh, that's R and
Yeah,
D.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, R and D.
I'm trying to think. How could I take over the world? What what position can help me? I don't know. I guess.
I would be the living tribunal. That'd be my job. I'd be judging everyone.
So you just be alone,
You judge enough people
alone.
in your day. You don't need that.
I do. I do. Like this is a stupid ass comment, but that would be my job.
All right. Tosh
But
is like
no,
the
it's,
plane.
Earth-based.
I'm trying to think. I'd want to be somebody's bookkeeper, but I don't know who. I'm trying to think. I'm like, who do we see at least in the cinematic universe, besides Tony, that deals with like money
You'd be,
or
you'd be
owes
safe
people
too.
money, something?
You
I
know,
don't
you know
know.
what? Jessica Jones's bookkeeper would probably be very interesting.
Ooh, there we go. Yep, there we go. Jessica Jones's bookkeeper.
Yeah,
I'd
that'd
probably
be
have to just go
fun.
with just a regular agent of Shield, just a regular agent of Shield,
Yeah.
seriously.
You're
And
gonna be an
then,
agent of
What
Shield
about the random
red
AIM
shirt.
guys? What about being AIM? You could be an AIM soldier,
oh,
like in a yellow
nah,
hazmat suit.
I'm too pretty for a mask, so I need to be regular. Y'all need to see me. So no, I can't. A regular agent is Shield to work for me. So,
Are you going to be the one playing Gallagher?
whatever they
He's
need me
playing
to
Gallagher.
do, whatever they need me to do, I'm gonna, whatever my job details,
All right.
Oh, you know
right.
what? I want to be one of those time variants troopers, or not troopers, but like one of the main guys in the time variants authority.
Oh.
One of the flashlight
Yeah,
cops.
Yeah.
They got a good job.
The prunes.
Oh
You can pop
man.
around. You can
What?
pop around and.
You got to check the benefit package on that one, bro.
Well, if it wasn't for Loki,
Sorry,
they
man.
seemed like they were pretty safe.
Yeah.
Loki was the one
Yeah.
with wilding out and killing them all, but other than that, it seemed like they had a good handle.
Oh,
Like, because most of the
goodness.
time, the variants is like
Stop.
variants of little kids. It's like you can handle a little kid, take him to get erased,
See,
and then go
look,
back to another time
look.
zone and
Robert Kelly, sit down,
grab some
Robert.
Infinity Stones.
My next choice would probably be Nick Fury's job. I'd be director of Shield, knowing all the secrets and everything.
right,
Hopefully, I don't get shot
Oh,
like he did. So yeah,
yeah,
right.
man.
I'd
A
I'd
take
few
be
it.
somewhere
times.
in there, Agent Coulson. I'd be in that.
I'll be
Work my way
Coulson
up.
before I
I work
was.
my way
Didn't
up
Coulson
though.
die too, though?
They all
Yeah,
died,
he did die. Yeah,
but he got brought back to life. They got
he died
retconned.
again. I thought he died again.
He died, man.
Wasn't he
Oh,
in
I see.
charge of bringing back Squadron Supreme or something?
Are you
Yeah.
talking
In the
about the
comic?
comics or
Well,
the
I'm
show now?
bouncing back and
Yeah, he
forth.
was with the
Yeah,
Squadron
I'm bouncing back and
Supreme.
forth.
He's with the Squadron Supreme in the comics. He was
Yeah,
evil in the
yeah.
comics, right? Wasn't it?
I
And
think he
then
got he's a little evil in the comics last time I saw him. Yeah.
yeah, and I thought he died in Agents of Shield and came back as a life model decoy. Is that what I read?
Oh, the good old LMDs.
I need somebody who actually finished this show. I did not.
I finished it, but we're talking 10 years ago though. I can't remember that
What
joke.
Was it that long ago?
It was a good little minute.
No, it's like 6, man.
Either
We're still
way,
almost
I
over
can't remember last week. I damn sure can't remember that show.
That's your old man syndrome kicking in right there.
Yeah.
It's that OMS. All right. Last question from Dennis. He was hot last week, man. What was it? What's a character you would 100% support rebooting and race swapping?
And race swap. I don't particularly like race swapping anymore. I used to not care,
Really?
but now it's just like, what's the point?
Damn, 2020.
Just
Okay.
I like there's enough characters of other ethnicities that you can.
I mean, it's like it's like you're saying. Like, I don't mind it, but it's not something I ask for. In some cases, I have to think about that. His example was good though, with the Punisher.
Didn't the Punisher
Yeah.
already turn black though
That would be fun.
for a second?
Yeah, he did.
He did.
For 3 issues, he did. And,
He
and
did.
10 with Luke Cage.
I
Yes,
think
he
I
did.
got those issues too somewhere.
Yeah.
I know I got
He
him.
did.
I
He did
know
the
that.
John Travolta face off John.
Oh, wow.
He
Yeah.
did.
They call him like
wow.
Rook or something. Yeah,
Sheesh.
he was legit
How?
black. Yeah.
Yeah.
That boy came straight out of Harlem.
Had a
I'm
fade
black,
and everything.
y'all.
Yeah.
I'm black, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm black and they're black. Yeah, that was nothing like you be. What was that? No. what was it? Not UB40. What was it?
CB4.
That's right.
Oh,
CB4.
that movie is hilarious. And it all
I saw the
came
movie in
came to
theaters.
pass too.
It did. It did. Rebooting and race swapping. Oh my gosh. What would I do? What would I do? Wow. I have no idea.
Because it doesn't really bother me. Like I said, it's something I asked for, but I'm not going to get mad at
Yeah.
it.
Wow.
There's no one guy that I would change from another. Yeah. I can't think of one that right off the top of my head that'd be like, yeah, I need this guy to be black or whatever. Well, it's got to be black. If it ain't black, I really ain't going to care. I just, no, I don't know.
I don't know either. Oh, this is gonna please J Pat, Captain
Is she
Marvel.
getting canceled?
Well, reboot and race swapping. Yeah.
Isn't
That's
that
gonna
Monica
happen.
I'd
though?
rather just have Monica.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, it still counts if it was in the criteria, so yeah, it counts.
I think like 10% of comic book characters have had the name
Right.
Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
How about this?
Then
A
they
race
changed.
swap Aunt May.
Oh no.
That way
Oh,
Peter
my
would
God.
have just a little bit of black in him, and then I would get like all the
Pause.
races
No.
like mad because he's like 1/4 black.
No, they pissed up. Listen, they pissed the world off and they made Spider-Man
Right.
Miles Morales. We don't need to mess with Peter.
But yeah,
I like Miles better
they
anyway.
I like both of them, but Miles is great. But if they made Peter black and Aunt May was black and she'd be like humming all the time, that would, oh my God. She'd be
Listen,
there humming.
There's no way Peter would be skinny. There's no way Peter would be skinny.
Oh
There's
my
no
God.
way.
Exactly, because she mean it cooking. No, I don't see
Deep
it.
fried everything. Yeah,
Beat
no.
with a switch when he come in late
Yeah.
from Spider-Man and all night.
Right.
Oh my God.
No, because Peter would have to be from the South. He would have to be from the South, or at least have family in the South. He would come down here and eat all the grits and cheese.
Oh yeah, he
Yeah,
can start
that ain't gonna
Spider-Man down in Alabama in the bayou.
But ain't no big buildings for him to swing for down here. He
There
got
ain't
got trees and
exactly.
stuff.
There's
he
no
has to stay up there to
buildings.
swing.
Trees,
Yeah,
he
but that's Tarzan.
Start hopping, but he's black though.
Nah.
How country you think it is down here? It ain't.
Start skipping off of alligators in the bayou and stuff.
This ain't New Orleans.
We
This ain't
country.
the bayou.
We ain't that country. We in the same state. We ain't that country.
I say Alabama, not North Carolina.
We're a
Y'all a
metropolis.
little bit more modern down there.
Yeah.
We're a lot more modern. Bless.
Mississippi still segregated.
Oh my gosh.
No, we're all right.
Yeah. Mississippi still getting money stolen from Brett Favre, but I ain't gonna touch that.
I don't know. But no, legit though, there is a Navy base in Mississippi. They won't send black folks to because it's still segregated. That particular town, they will not do it. Man. That's legit.
Yo.
So we get distracted.
No miles
I'm sorry, Dennis. I'm sorry, Dennis.
There's no miles there.
No.
I'm saying
that's the sundown town.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't do that. I've been in those. It ain't no fun.
I think I work at one, but I don't know. I think it used to be.
I'm out of here before the sun goes down, so I don't know.
No, I'm here now, but I think it used to be a sundown town. I think it did.
I've been there. Oof. Man, that was a good question from last week. I like it. Dennis, warm your mic up, son. Warm your mic up if you're listening.
Yeah, go ahead and ask him.
Yeah?
Yeah, come on down, Dennis. You got 12 hours to respond.
Clock is ticking.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on down. Let us know if you want to come in next week.
Yo,
all
the smoke. That's gonna be some extra smoke that day. That's gonna be some extra stuff right there.
Dennis is a good guy.
He's good. He's good for arguments.
Favorite members.
Discussions.
Yeah, and
I'm gonna call. Listen, I'm gonna tell you off top. I'm gonna call him Glover the whole episode.
Oh, man.
I'm fucking with you. I'm playing. I'm just kidding. But man, great questions. We'll get some more next week, man. So freestyle time. Tasha, what you got? Anything?
Nope, nothing for me today.
You put your hair up. I hate you.
What's wrong with her hair? hair.
It's
What's
bothering
wrong with her
me.
hair?
She put it up.
Oh, I
She put
do.
it
I
up.
do love the hair down. But ain't nothing wrong with a girl with
Yeah.
glasses and
See?
ponytail. That ain't nothing
Look at
wrong with
this.
that.
Thank
Look
you,
at this.
Mike. Thank you.
Mike Jones, 6'8" white knight.
Hey man, I likes what I likes.
I'm messing with you, man.
But I'll go ahead and freestyle. Because I'm talking about Dragon Ball real quick. I saw Dragon Ball Superhero during the
Word.
break. I liked it. I watched all the Dragon Ball whatever came on Cartoon Network. I didn't really go search anything out, so whatever came on TV, I watched, and I enjoyed it. I had no problem with the animation. It was pretty easy to follow. I like how the Vegeta Goku battle it made sense. The reason why they weren't there made sense. It was all pretty easy to deal with. My son loved it. He like lost his mind.
Dig it.
It was like me watching a Marvel movie. He lost his damn mind. He at the edge of his seat. He was mouth wide open. Yeah, but I love seeing Gohan do his thing. I really enjoyed the movie.
Word.
Yay.
Did you see Black Frieza?
So
That's not Dragon Ball Superheroes,
Black-
but you guys haven't seen Black Frieza?
I heard he exists. I did not look at the design for him. I was like, I don't know if I want to know.
I won't say.
It probably looks really
I
bad.
won't say anything now.
Uh-oh.
Mike, you said I love the G whatever, and I just heard the G. So sorry, that's why I was laughing.
I'm
It's
done
at-
with you.
It's after midnight, so hey.
Yeah, I mean, I like it too.
Yeah, it's great.
It's like BET After Dark.
I know, right? We just switched up.
Oh my gosh. Oh man. Jay, you got anything, man?
I don't
Freestyle
think
throw out
so.
the universe,
I
man.
think I'm good. I don't think I got freestyle today.
All right. QP, what's up, man? Anything you want to throw out in the universe?
Yeah. Saw Maverick finally last week. It's a great movie. It's a
Yeah.
great movie. Watched it 4 times in a week.
Jeebus.
Maverick,
Watched
what's that?
Top Gun.
Oh,
Top Gun,
the Top Gun
2.
joint. Okay.
Yeah. The dogfight at the end. The whole mission was great. Um, Watched Elvis also. Surprisingly good. I took a chance on it, and me and my wife had a good movie night last week watching that and Elvis, and she didn't want to see either one of those movies, and she liked both.
So you got to
So,
win.
those- yeah, she don't know movies. She's like, I don't want to see either one of these. And I was like, what do you want to watch? And she had no answer, so we watched that.
All right. Man, for me, 2 things. I picked up this, man, listeners, you can't see this. It's a Robotech toy. And I'm about to get
Yeah, I saw that. That was nice.
There's Mike attention. I went to a local toy shop that is like 10 minutes from my house. I've never been in there. I've lived in the area for 3 years now. And I picked up a Robotech VF Veritech Fighter. It's Maria's VF 1J. Got it for $10, man.
That's awesome. And it transforms?
$10. Yeah.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Got it for $10. Looked up the price afterwards. It's a $45 piece. I got it for $10.
Wow.
I'm happy about that. And for those who listen but don't care, check it out, man. The Little Mermaid's black. Get over it. That's my universal speech right now.
Yeah, that's a whole other story. That's a whole other argument. Yeah.
Yeah, the Little Mermaid's black. Get over it.
It is what it is. Yeah,
That's
exactly.
crazy. Half the people that complain about it ain't gonna go see the movie. Y'all act like y'all was fans of the Little Mermaid. I didn't watch the original Little Mermaid.
Right. Ain't never
Yeah.
seen the
Like,
one.
I'm a boy.
Any of the
I'm
other
not
ones.
watching the Little Mermaid.
Yeah. Yeah.
The one I saw was like the crab Sebastian was black, but no one had a problem with that one on the original.
Listen, Sebastian wasn't black, yo. When he sang the song Under the Sea, he was singing about other people, and there were like 3 black characters he sang about. Trust me, I listen to that crap every day.
Wasn't he the guy from Boomerang, the ball guy?
No.
I thought the ball guy was somebody from Boomerang. I thought he was.
Yeah, it was a music because I saw him do. He was on a Disney special. I've seen him before.
Nelson.
I don't know his name.
The character name
Nasty
was
Nelson.
Yeah, Nasty
Nasty
Nelson.
Nelson.
I watch Boomerang when I do my homework, so that's why I watch Boomerang all the time.
Yeah, Boomerang is my movie, man.
That's my joint, man.
I watch it all. I just
got
put
to
it
flip it.
like you say, white noise in the background. Yeah.
Do you know your daddy got a mushroom belt?
You got the
Yes.
John Witherspoon was only 50 at that
Really?
time. He looked so damn old. 50.
Right?
That's
Crucial,
4 years
man.
older than Jake. That's fit. Goddamn, I'm saying. He
Listen.
looked old as hell.
Robin Givens was the devil in that movie, but she looked
Oh
so
my Jesus.
cool in that
No,
movie.
she ain't had nothing on Holly Berry. Let's
No,
not
yes,
do
she
that.
did. Yes, she
Nah,
did.
in
How-
that
Yes, she
movie,
did not.
Yeah,
No,
she
she
did.
did
You
not.
might go
She
time to
did.
time now. She might add something different, but at that movie, yeah, Robert Gibbons was a monster.
Robin Givens was a
Oh, my
monster
God.
in that joint.
Every time we watch it, my
Man.
wife say, "Well, she going that pretty?" I be like, "Yeah, I'd be quiet. Yeah, she was." I'd be thinking,
Like, it's like a description I have with certain women in certain movies. Like, she's the most beautiful woman in the world right now. Like, Robin Givens was the most beautiful woman in the world during Boomerang. Nia Long was the most beautiful woman in Love Jones. What's the other girl? What's the girl in
No idea.
Last Dragon?
Vanity.
Last Dragon.
Vanity.
Oh, Vanity.
Vanity was the most beautiful woman in the world
Yes.
during that movie.
Yes.
Goddamn. All right, like she's the most beautiful woman in the world right now in this movie right now.
And you got to think who was in Tisha Campbell was in that movie. She wasn't no she was crazy, but she wasn't no slouch. What's my
But
girl
see,
name?
like,
Sunshine was bad as hell.
She was. Oh yeah, she was in that movie.
Oh yeah, Layla
But-
Rashawn, whatever her name was.
She had
But
hammer toes.
To
She
what
had hammer time in her feet.
to what Lou was saying, like I watch movies sometimes with director's commentary. Halle Berry and Robin Givens could have switched those roles, and they put her in those clothes and the same setup and everything. Like she
Say
would have,
word.
like it's interchangeable, but that's not how it went.
But the
Robin
level of pretty,
Givens
yeah,
in that
but
movie.
nah, man, they couldn't.
No, I agree with that.
Robin Givens
because
was glamorous though. She looked like she's
dude,
supposed
look
to be
how
glamorous.
look
The
how
long
Halle
hair.
Berry was. Look how Halle Berry
she
was
was kinda
dressed in
frumpy.
that
Holly's
movie.
She
never
was
been
just
that
kinda
long
frumpy.
hair.
Like,
down
yeah,
the ass.
she was like you said frumpy. I'm gonna look for a nicer word.
No, frumpy's
She
it.
was downplayed.
Conservative.
She was downplayed.
Yes. Robin Givens had the back out. She had the hair and the she had the lines and she had the tights when she came over to his apartment.
Yo, for
So
real. Quincy's
like
fired up
she
right
She
now.
had the pretty
Quincy's
toes.
because
like this.
that's my movie and like. But it's
You got to talk about the
Robin
pretty
Givens
toes,
in
man.
that
That
movie.
changed his life. He saw them toes change his whole life.
It was a lot of beautiful women in that movie. It was.
What's his name wrote that?
Uh,
The Black Panther writer. Was it not Priest? Hudlin?
Hudlin?
No.
No, it was a Hudlin. It was the other guy. It was
Hudlin was working with Icon. He was working with
the other brother. It was
that
the
whole
brothers. I know
company.
you're talking about. It was the brothers. It might have been Hudlin brothers. It might have been them. Warren
No,
and
it was
Reginald.
like they did House Party
Yeah.
also.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh man.
I watched.
All
the
right,
shit out of
Tosh.
that movie.
I'm gonna give you the flip side of the coin. Hot dude on the screen. What's I mean, we talked about Robin Givens and Holly Berry. I mean, what's your third gear burnout right now? You're redlining at third gear. Who's that guy?
Oh boy. Right now it's still Ryan Gosling.
All right.
I'm
Hey,
into Ryan
listen.
Gosling. Like
He
seeing
ain't
him
aged a
in
year. Like
what was it, The Gray Man? Yeah, that was good.
Mm-hmm.
It was good.
dig it.
And
Yes.
Ryan Gosling moving out. I don't care what it's about. I'm seeing it.
It could be about potting plants. I'm gonna watch
Yep,
this
I'm
right
gonna watch
now.
it.
She go thumbs up it on Netflix. Give me that thumbs up. Wow. Well, great, man. Thank you guys for hanging out, and thank you, listeners, for hanging out with us and listening and having a good time. I'm not going to apologize for that last Boomerang run because it was genuine, and we loved it, and we do love Boomerang. We're going to have to revisit that as a panel. We're going to have to sit down and watch Boomerang and have oh my gosh, when did that movie come out?
92.
I don't want to age myself.
It came out in 92. I'm looking at it right now. 92, and it was Reginald Hudlin. It was the Hudlin brothers.
Wow. It's a 30-year-old movie?
Yeah, 30-year-old Boomerang.
All
Imagine
right.
Boomerang in a Me Too movement. Oh my God. That
Oh, hell no. Wouldn't happen. Wouldn't happen.
Everybody would be
Wouldn't
going to be fired. Everybody.
Knocking the boo.
Oh my God.
My guardian angel. All right, listen.
He got a handicap sign on his balls.
Put some icy hot on it. Some ice.
All right, let's officially. We're gonna revisit that, people. We're gonna have an episode about Boomerang. We're gonna dedicate.
We can watch it live and record the show as we watch it.
Yes, commentary. We're gonna do it.
Oh, that'd be fucking awesome. We should do that.
Yeah.
We are.
Oh, we
ever
are.
see that?
Reaction.
Tosh, you ever see that
She's
movie?
too young. I don't think she saw it.
No.
She was
Yeah.
four.
She might
I saw
have.
it.
She was
She was-
born. She was
she
born
was
when that
four.
movie
She was
came
born
out.
in
You guys are
So she
really
was like
putting my
4.
age out there.
We love you. We love you. But you know.
Listen, you're young, and you made a deal with the devil so you can remain young. It's all right though.
How old is Meg? Is she somewhere around there too?
Megan's like
She's
No,
in her
she's-
30s.
Megan's like
Is she?
30.
Yeah.
Oh,
Later
I'm not gonna air
30s,
her
I
out.
thought.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm 25.
100.
In cat years.
Wow. Oh man. All right. That's it, people. We're out of here, man. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your effort, and I appreciate all that you do for us listeners. And you know what? We couldn't exist without you guys. And so we appreciate all that you do. So from the Multiverse Unlimited podcast crew, this is Cosmic Lou, Tasha, the anime queen, QP the source, JPat, aka Ultra Doom, and the new Mike Adam, because he will float around with no feet on the ground when he rules the world.
Taking it over.
That's it. That is it. You know, shout out to Rob. Thanks for the email. Shout out to Megan. You know, hopefully you feel better soon. And T, save those people, man. We'll get together soon, next week, maybe. And we'll holler at y'all. Peace.
Peace.
Bye-bye.
Good night.